many fall in the face of chaos, but not this one. Not today. A kind gesture.
What's the dog doing?
Okay. I guess the dog getting Cheetos. Oh my god, shut the thick it. Stupid ass YouTube videos. There you go. There's the Cheetos. So how we doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Never.
Never.
Yes.
Highly unfortunate. Oh yeah, hold on. I gotta boop. There you go. Put up a little sad face for River.
Edge.
Because he's fucking dead. Lol.
No, he's not. He's fine.
He's dead. Lol.
You should
Dabs
put
in the material realm.
you should put a big F on it instead of his face there.
Bleh.
Click F to pay respects.
Exactly. All right. We ready? We all here?
Yeah.
We got snackies. We got drinks.
I got nachos.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, hey. Welcome back. When last we left off, the as yet unnamed party made their way into the Chapel of Allegiance. Had a rather extensive conversation with Kellinor, who was the head cleric of Ogma at the chapel. A very learned man, a very crude man, clearly not more knowledgeable in some areas than in others. We had a very detailed conversation about the implications behind what it was that River had done. Gave you a little more detail, or a lot more detail, as to his exact condition being kind of torn between the planes. And then effectively gave you a rundown of basically all of the shit that needed to be fixed. And this was a very extensive conversation, because it took on, I believe, almost the entire session, now that I think about it. Because you guys talked with him for a while, decided to use banishment on River's body to yeet it back into the Feywild by way of the ethereal plane, thereby merging his body and soul again. But now River is stuck on the ethereal plane. You guys are on the material plane, and you're just trying to figure out how to get him back. We left off, the party, except for Aurelius, the party heading back out to the wagon where Rune was napping for the better part of the morning. to head to the tavern to figure out what to do about River. Duralius, you found, I wrote this down, 2 books on possessed weapons, cursed weapons, like 5 full books on just the art of blade singing, and then a book on just kind of general prophecies. We pick up as the party's chilling out at the wagon. What are we doing?
Well, first thing, we probably filled in Rune on the events.
We did that the last time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we brought that up or not.
We did.
Might need to refresh my own screen. Do you guys see the Chapel of Allegiance by any chance?
Nope.
Not currently, no.
Nope.
I guess I should join the tabletop.
God damn it! I told you to do that.
Now we can see
There it
it.
is.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. I fucking told you to do that like 5 minutes ago.
It's so birdie.
Uh-oh. Is D&D Beyond being fucky for people?
No, mine's up. Think.
Mine's good now, but it was fucked.
Okay. Well, D&D Beyond has had a propensity lately for just utterly failing. So if that happens, then we'll, I don't know.
Good luck, have fun.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So yeah. So you guys made it back to the wagon. You caught Rune up on the situation. Aurelius, at this point, you're still kind of moseying about the library looking for books and shit.
So, well, I really think we ought to mosey over onto the tavern, no? I mean, I've got a contract to fulfill.
Yeah, I
Sounds like a
guess.
plan.
And I really could use a bit of a drink after all that. That was a bit
Yeah.
abrasive, no?
Yeah, he's just kind of like that. He's really smart, though.
Well, I mean, he bogarted the weed like the entire fucking time. Like, I had to roll my fucking own joint. He wouldn't even let me summon Reggie, the motherfucker.
Bryn just kind of like shrugs. Sorry. But he helped us with River.
I mean, he did?
Yeah, I really think it worked. I mean, now we have to figure out how to get River out of the Feywild, but I think it worked. It seemed like he was safe. Maybe.
I just can't help but laugh at the irony in this, in the fact that we get to the Feywild and River is like hard pressed to get the fuck out, but the only way to save him is to send him back to the fucking Feywild.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, that's how he got stuck, was coming back. So just kind of, you know, pick himself up on the way in and then don't get stuck coming back out.
But how are we going to find him now?
Yeah, I was hoping somebody had an idea about that.
Well, you guys had talked about 2 different options. I don't know that you had actually solidified one with River, though, because there was the gate that you all had found in A Ridge, but you know,
We were
understanding.
gonna need him to guide us there. Did he give us the map for that?
I do not believe it. I do not believe he did, but the issue with that one was the fact that, like, you saw the gate on the material plane but not on the Feywild when you went through it.
Gotcha.
And then he did mention briefly that he used to come, like when he would come to the material plane previously, oftentimes he ended up in Skotos.
Right. But Skotos is like super far.
No, it's not too bad. It's
Okay.
I mean it's up north through the forest. But it's just like it's
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe we just go in and get him, but with a little more control this time over how to get in and out of the Feywild. Or we meet him at a place where he can come back.
You know, maybe we just for right now get to the tavern, and then wait for Loch Aurelius and see what he has to say about it. Maybe he found some information. So he was going to like library or some shit, what? Right?
I mean, you guys are
Yeah.
outside the library right now. Like he just took some time to dig through it a little more.
I hear tavern, and I think that's a good idea.
Well, we can go over there. Should we wait for Aurelius to come down, or?
He will
Nah,
find his
I
way.
think he can find his way back.
Okay. And yeah, it's over this way, and I'll guide the group over towards where the tavern is.
Yeah, this particular tavern location is it's inside the central ring of the chapel, as is fairly understandable. You know, it's every college has like a college bar, right? The chapel has their own tavern location, so there is one within this inner ring specifically for well, not specifically for, but geared towards the students. And as with the other taverns, you walk in and you see it's very similar layout. It all looks very familiar. The bartender looks exceedingly familiar. This one is not super busy right now, because we're kind of mid to late afternoon, right? Like it's not quite evening yet. Students haven't been let out of classes, so you know it'll probably pick back up later. But you got a little bit of time. You got a couple hours maybe before it gets too busy.
I'll walk up. Is there anybody is there a stage?
Less a stage and more kind of similarly to the first one, just like a little like dais.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anybody playing right now?
No, there's not.
Yeah. I'll walk up to the bartender. Oh, hey, bruv. Floyd Pink, it's wonderful to meet you. You mind if I play a few songs for the evening?
Oh, you're a bard, huh? You got
Yes.
what do you play?
Well, I've played a lot. Don't know if you've heard of some of my songs. Another Straw in the Wall, Gold, Dark Side of the Moonbeam.
Wait.
Just to name a few.
Wait a sec. You mean to tell me that you're Floyd Pink?
That's who I introduced myself as. Yes,
He is.
Oh.
that's me.
And I wave in my holy symbols around my wrist.
Well, shit. Yeah, I mean, all right, if that's something you want to do, like, I'm not gonna complain. Hell no, go for it.
Right, cheers, mate. Then I'll go up and I'll just start off with my contractual obligations and play riding dirty and whirlies.
All right. I mean, you start playing, and like I said, there's not a whole lot of people here, but the ones that are there, you know, you see some heads bopping, you see some toes tapping, you know, the conversations continue, and people are, you know, they're vibing, they're feeling the music. The bartender kind of like bounce up and down as he's you know, making drinks and wiping down his bar top and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll just be playing a few hits until some more people come in.
All right. What's everyone else doing?
Could I have a glass of juice, please?
Kind of raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything. Shrugs. And he goes to the back, and he pulls out. He comes back to the front with just like a fucking pomegranate in his hand, and he just puts a cup on the counter, and he grabs the pomegranate, and he literally just like crushes it into the cup, fills it up about halfway. He looks at the cup, and then he goes back. He comes back out with an orange, crushes it so it juices into the cup, fills it up the rest of the way, and he kind of hands it over to you.
Oh, thank you. I drink it because that sounds delicious.
I mean, right?
Thank you very much.
He just nods his head. Goes back to his millings about.
And then I just sit kind of out of place at the bar because bars, people, but I'll listen to Floyd's set and hang.
We'll probably sit next to Jelly or next to Britzel. I'm sorry, and ask for and say, "Give me a mug of beer. Make sure it's never empty tonight."
Bartender looks at you. He's like, I don't mind the request, but I'm assuming you've got some money for it. I'll open a tab for my regulars, but well,
Look at me. Yes. I'm a dwarf. I have enough money for this.
he raises another eyebrow. He's like, how's about you drop a gold on the counter real quick, and I'll use that to.
I will drop 5 gold on the counter just to
All right.
show him.
All right, yeah, you drop 5 gold on the counter, and his eyes light up. He's like, all right, you got it. Scoops up the gold and tucks it in a little pouch. And he grabs 2 tankards, and he fills them up from the tap, just drops them both right down in front of you. And then he goes back, and he grabs what's effectively like a big ol', like, call it like a 6-liter like pitcher, and just sits it under the tap, pulls the lever, and just waits for like 2 minutes as it fills up. Eventually, once it's full, he picks that up and he kind of drops it next to you and just gives you a nod.
Rune will nod back and say a little bit quieter, "I hope it tastes good, but we will see." And he will take a big sip out of it directly.
Big ass gulp. You throw it back, and it's not as strong as, you know, most of the beers that you'd be accustomed to, but it does have, it's very crisp. It's a very refreshing beer. It's got, you know, some nice little fruity and woody notes to it. Not gonna get you super fucked up, but you know, it feels good running down the gullet.
It's not dwarven ale, but it's good enough. And Rune will start drinking and thinking about River and missing that poor satyr already.
Aww.
Okay, at this point, Aurelius, like, you probably left the library. It doesn't take long, you know, looking around and kind of seeing where people are milling about. Like, the tavern being what it is fairly decently advertised, so you find it without too much problem.
Yeah, I'll wander in and kind of join everyone and sit down, order a beer, and I guess start cracking open books.
All right. Yeah, so you sit down with a beer. Which books are you gonna open up first?
The first one, I think I'd go for the cursed weapons.
All right. Do me a favor. Roll me. No, you know, I'm not gonna make you roll me anything. That would be rude. So as you sit down and you start reading through the possessed weapon books, there are You don't find anything specifically on, like that sounds specifically familiar. You don't find anything on like a rapier of your design. What you do find are a handful of generalities. So, possessed weapons are, typically speaking, just referred to or just acknowledged as being quote-unquote cursed, right? But just because it's almost like by a definition, that's not always necessarily a bad thing. Like, there are bad weapons, there are good weapons, there are, you know, everything in between. But by their very nature, because they're in a weapon form, they tend to take over, they tend to take purchase when the weapon itself is in physical danger, and sometimes when the wielder is in physical danger. But depending on the actual possession itself, it can just evolve, or it can come out just during times of high stress. It may not be anything physical, but if there's something that could be construed as dangerous or, you know, anxiety-inducing, we'll say, they can come out. They do follow the same pattern as most cursed items do, in that the more they are activated, the easier it becomes for them to activate. You know, similarly to how the more you use a cursed item, the easier it is to use it, and the more it kind of comes to light. Possessed weapons are very much the same thing. The weapons themselves, generally speaking, will outlive or outlast whoever wields them. Because, you know, weapons that are possessed usually are highly magical in some way. They're resistant to your standard wear and tear over time, and so, you know, you'll get someone who comes into possession of a possessed weapon, and they will use that for their entire life, and then they will die and the weapon becomes lost or inherited or something like that. But despite all this, usually possessed items in general, and this is not just limited to weapons, will retain their own personalities. Lastly, it's just the idea of a weapon becoming possessed, and this is over the course of all, you know, or of both of the books. Usually a weapon becomes possessed through one of two ways. Either it itself is enchanted to such a state that it becomes basically sentient, but the more common kind of possession is because there is a soul that has been trapped in the weapon itself. Someone, like, it used to be a person or a living creature that was then forced to reside and live out eternity within an object.
Damn. So, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's kind of just resonating and hitting with Aurelius as he just flips through pages and kind of zones out and ignores everybody else for a hot minute while he's just reading through books.
Yeah, fair.
I'm gonna look at the stack of books that Aurelius has and the one that he's going through. What? He's looking at a cursed weapons book, but what are the other books he's got?
So he
Black Hunter.
He has 5 books just on a combination of wizardry and elven lore and blade singing, right? Like just kind of an all-encompassing, almost creating like a Venn diagram of the 3, right? The books that he is currently poring over is 2 books, yeah, based on just like possessed weapons and possessed objects. And then there's one that's set off to the side that seems to be kind of about prophecy, fortune telling type of stuff, right? It's kind of looking into the future.
Oh. Hey Aurelius?
Hey, yeah. Yes,
Sorry. What are all these books for?
Really, there's we've been kind of given a lot of information lately, and a lot of things that are kind of outside of our grasp as far as just understanding and knowing. I'm trying to get a handle on it.
Do you want any help?
I mean, you know, if you're so inclined to look at some of these or look through some of these, I mean, sure. I'm just, I honestly don't even know where to start. I feel like I'm scratching the surface of things here that are
Okay, well,
gigantic.
I can try to help. Which one did you want me to start with?
I'll kind of fumble through. I'll set the one that I'm reading like face down on the bar, and kind of fumble through, trying to pick which one. And I'll hover over like the second book about cursed weapons for a second. Kind of get a little embarrassed and then grab the book about prophecy and hand it to you. I know Vero had mentioned something about the tarot deck that she's been carrying around.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't even know how long she's really been carrying it around, but it's still something I think it's worth researching.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll look for stuff about the tarot deck, and I'll start reading through the book, sipping on my juice, listening to Floyd.
Alright.
I don't know if I need to roll for stuff. I'm not quite as smart as Aurelius.
No, not really. So, you, sorry, because I have notes on here. I had to pull them up real quick. So,
Okay.
you said the prophecy one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you open it up. As you're kind of reading through it, a lot of it's really vague. You get the feeling that prophecy itself is less of a science, right? And not even really so much a magic itself. Like, the evidence that is displayed is all very anecdotal. It's never the same twice, right? There are really very few notable seers, seeresses, oracles that like were consistently correct, right? A lot of people claim to have the power to see the future, to tell fortunes, and were either kind of debunked as charlatans, or they did that thing where they were like intentionally super vague and like let people draw their own conclusions. There are a couple of tidbits on like people who seemed legitimate. And when you focus on those, the one commonality is that they all seem to be, they all seem to have been driven mad. Like, they all seem to be pretty fucking crazy. At least by the end of their life, everyone who has successfully told the future consistently, was not all there in the head. And then the book goes on to talk about the idea behind prophecy and telling the future, and the paradox that it creates. This idea that if you see the future and it's something you don't like, that you try to avoid it, but then by avoiding it, you create what it is you were trying to avoid. Or that if you see something you do like, the opposite happens. You try to get there, and by trying to make it happen, you in turn like guide yourself away from it, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of it is, the differences between fate and free will. There's a lot of different names for people who say they tell the future. Some are called seers, some are called, oracles, soothsayers, prophets, fortune tellers, right? And the book uses all of these names interchangeably. And then lastly is just, you know, it goes over, and this isn't really anything like scientific. Like I said, you know, there's nothing actually factual here, but it just goes on to say that, you know, anyone who does claim to see the future, they usually use a medium, and it's, you know, tarot cards, scrying mirrors, crystal balls. Some people say they have them in dreams or in visions. Some people smoke opium.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of the overall gist of the book. A lot of kind of vague ambiguity, not really sure what's going on, but what does seem to be the only thing that the book kind of says for certain is, you know, these X people who could do it went fucking batshit insane, psychotic breakdowns and the like.
Oh boy. Wow. That's a lot.
What was that?
Well, it's just this book, it talks about a lot of stuff about, you know, people who can see the future and everything, but it doesn't really end well for a lot of people.
Well, I mean, I can imagine not. You know, I have enough anxiety about things that are uncertain, much less things that are certain. You know, and also, I feel like fate itself is tricky. Like, one thing that could be set in stone could happen in ways that we don't even anticipate, or I mean, you're constantly guessing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be helpful still for Vero and her new tarot deck, but it didn't really give me a lot of information of like how to use tarot cards, right?
No, this is not an instruction manual by any means. It was all very much just the concept of fortune telling and of prophecy.
Yeah. Okay.
And honestly, I mean, it seems like it's less of a description and more of a warning.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's something to be really careful about, you know? It's because it talked a lot about, you know, trying to get, if you see something that you think is going to happen in the future and then you try to make it happen or you try to not make it happen, you know, the fate doesn't listen. It does whatever you're not trying to do. Honestly, I'm kind of confused.
No, and I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you know, the divination arts kind of have always escaped me. It's always just seemed so daunting.
Yeah.
I just take a big swig of beer at that point, and I think keep going back into the other books.
Yeah.
So as far as, you know, the possessed blades and the prophecy stuff, that's pretty much all you glean from that. I will allow Aurelius. Let me ask you this: how long do you spend kind of poring over these? Is this like you're gonna be here for the night, or?
I mean, if nobody interrupts him, he's kind of dead set.
All right.
They're both the idea that, like, you know, there's loose ends that he wants to tie up if he can, and he also has the idea of returning the books back to the fucking library because he doesn't exactly want to owe money to the chapel.
That's valid. All right, let me have Aurelius roll me an insight.
Yeah. Insight. Oof.
Oofers. All right, so you let me So at this point, like, you, right, at some point during the night, you know, you pick up the various books on wizardry and blade singing and whatnot, and the majority of them talk about, yeah, they're like stories, right? They talk about firsthand recounts of blade singing or third party, viewings, right? People who have encountered blade singers, people who have fought against blade singers, people who fought next to blade singers, so a lot of it's just very almost like poetic, because if there's one thing that's kind of consistent, it's the fact that blade singing is almost like a dance, right? Like it's based around this idea that you quite literally make your blade sing, but it's not just the blade, right? It's your whole fighting style. And the reason why it's considered wizardry is because it was designed as a way to channel spells through like martial weaponry is really how blade singing started. So there's a whole lot of that, and there's tellings of people who've used anything from rapiers to like hand crossbows. Like they're technically like using blade singing art, but they'll use like one-handed ranged weapons to channel this. But you've got all kinds of stuff like that. There are a couple books that focus on like technique with various weapons, or maybe what fighting styles they deem to work best, and it's usually all opinionated, or what spells channel best through this kind of practice and stuff like that.
Cool deal. I mean, I think he's just kind of digesting a lot of that, trying to compare some of the descriptions, see if there's any commonality between things, just trying to absorb it as much as possible.
You'll notice some similarities. Rapier is not an uncommon weapon to be used by blade singers. So there, you look at a couple of diagrams, right? There might have a couple of sketches of forms for various techniques, abilities, some cool little twirlies, a leaping something over someone's head before you thrust in the back of their throat, shit like that. Rune's not getting very drunk. Rune's not getting very drunk at all. This is not strong booze that he's chugging down.
At least it will take a while.
Yeah, it'll take a hot minute. So we have Floyd in the corner playing his set. We have Aurelius reading books. We have Brinthiel. Is she just gonna keep looking over that same book, or is there anything else she wants to do?
Yeah, she's gonna like distractedly try to go back over things and see if they make any more sense, and when they don't, she'll pretend to read and just listen to Lloyd's music and keep an eye out on the party and just think about River, wait for Vera to come back from the market, and just see if there's, basically just people watch, see if there's anybody interesting that comes around the bar.
All right. Rune, you're just gonna spend the time drinking?
Yes.
All right. So you guys are there doing your various things for, like I said, maybe a couple of hours. And then almost all at once, it feels like the tavern starts like bustling, right? Like it goes from pretty much dead quiet, save Floyd's music, to just swarms of people. And suddenly the bartender's, he's yelling and he's shouting and he's running back and forth and he's, helping out absolutely everyone. And this place is packed. Like standing room only type of shit.
All right. Good that we have a place at the bar already.
Yeah.
I squeeze in closer to Aurelius and the party in general, just to make space, get away from people.
So it'd be at this point, as soon as I'm done with my next song, I would say, right. So I wanted to debut new song that I wrote just this morning. Just what town are we in again?
We're in the Chapel of Allegiance.
I said, this chapel, you're beautiful. You're beautiful people. I really appreciate every one of you coming out tonight. Being in this town and having my friends here with me, we had a very important conversation with someone this morning, God, if you will. And this song just came to me. If you don't mind playing what I sent.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
And so,
I feel like I'm gonna get so mad.
Moral of what I guess I'm trying to say is, don't let a god smoke your weed because he will bogart it, right? And I say, some of us just some slobs like some of us, just strangers on a cart trying to make their way home.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh. Did you have more lyrics, or was that all you had prepped?
No, he just keeps singing.
Okay, cool. All right. So you start playing What If God Smoked Cannabis?
Holy shit.
And you notice that, some people they've stopped to kind of, pay attention, and they're listening, and there's a general vibe. There are some people who kind of take the hint, and they'll pull out a reefer, start fucking token up a little bit, maybe trying to hide it in the corner, make sure that none of the teachers see, type of deal.
Friend's gonna look around. Do any of the cleric students, or I don't know if the faculty hang out here too? Anybody look pissed that he's talking about gods doing drugs? Just anybody look upset
And,
as I look around?
as she does it, as I see people in the crowd smoking, I will cast. And I will do smoke.
Oh god. We're in a fucking holy chapel of all of the deities, and you're about to piss off half of them.
Roll me a perception.
Oh god, I'm not good at those. Oh no, I am good at those. That's fine. Everything's fine. 10. Fuck.
Most of the patrons right now are students. You notice, there are a couple who kind of get their feathers ruffled. They're a little irritated. For the most part, they're kind of feeling it. They're just like, yeah. But you don't, for the moment, see any teachers or any faculty or
Anybody who's pissed.
Yeah. They don't really. No, none of the older generation who would probably have more of an issue with it.
Okay.
Ain't no boomers right now. It's a college bar, yo.
Oh, but listen to Floyd's solo real quick.
I know, right?
I'm going off there for a second.
Fucking pan flute solo. Oh man. Vero, are you? I know that IRL. I know that IRL Vero is trying to do some schoolwork. Did you have anything to contribute as you come back to the tavern with your new chef's provisions and sit down next to Bryn?
I think when I came in, because Floyd started to do his thing, I kind of just sit quietly. But once it calms down, I'm gonna show Bryn, because I feel like she'll be excited with me. But I'll show her all of my new provision stuff.
All right.
So exciting! What are you gonna make?
Well, apparently I can make blueberry pancakes with this, and this salt will help me keep things longer. And I've got some jarring stuff, and I just like whip out everything. And I've got like some really cool fruits that I've never seen, and some meats of some exotic animals that I've never had.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
it's just
awesome.
a cow, and I just think it's exotic because I've never seen it.
Oh, these are gonna be really, really good.
Yeah, I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
As you
Well, if you need somebody to taste test, I got you.
Yes.
as you pull out all this stuff and you kind of place it on the counter to show Bryn, you see the bartender kind of catch a glance out of the corner of his eye. He's like, "You don't cook by any chance, do you?"
Well,
She does. She's really good.
I do.
I gave him the wrong accent for a little bit there. I'm sorry. I went Cockney. He's not Cockney. Well, wouldn't mind having a chef around here. If you're interested in some work.
Yeah. How long do you need a chef? I don't think we'll be here that long.
Well, I kind of am, I'm kind of thinking that you'd work for me. Oh, like, as like a job. But if you're not gonna be here, then I'll drop it. I just could use a little helping hand around here with all these kids come in pretty much every day.
What if maybe we can do this? What if like everyone's like one at the beginning of the week I come and prep some stuff for you and you can just cook it faster?
I'd pay. Fuck, why am I having such a hard time with his accent tonight? I'm sorry. I'm having such a hard time with his voice, and I don't know why. I mean, if it's something that you'd be interested in, if you're not gonna be here for very long, then would it just be like a 1 week deal, or, just, can you just like give me some food to mind on, like I'll pay you for like a week's worth of grub or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Bryn, how long does it usually take us to get here? I forgot.
Bryn knows this. Jelly does not. It took us like 4 or 5 days to get up here from A Ridge or whatever.
It took you. I think it took you guys like a full 48 hours. It took you guys 2 days of like riding through the night.
2 and something, yeah. With nights, yeah.
Why don't I do this? Since I just got all this cool stuff that like I can and like it'll last longer. I'll say like, why don't I make you 2 or 3 weeks worth of food, and you tell me if you like after that 2 or 3 weeks, if you want me to come back, you can like send a messenger or something out to get me.
I mean, I like the sound of that, but do you know where you're gonna be in 2 to 3 weeks? How do I know where you're gonna be for some more?
Oh shit, I forget.
Well, I
phones
mean-
don't exist.
Well, there's there's people who can send messages here. There's gotta be.
You're like, oh shit, no, you right. Sometimes it's easy to forget that I literally do business in probably the smartest place in the world.
That's okay.
But yeah, no, that sounds good. If you just wanna, come on back or come see me tomorrow, day after, something like that, I'll pay you a gold per day's worth of provisions you're able to provide me.
Awesome. I'm not really doing anything now. Do you want me to come back and help now since it's kind of busy?
Sure. Fucking lights up and he opens up like the little, the countertops that like flip up to allow you access to behind the bar. He just kind of like pops one of those open and gestures for you to make your way through.
my big ass is gonna head to the back and start
Fucking ducking underneath
making
door
some
frames
food.
and shit.
Yeah, and I'll go
Alright.
see what I can make.
I would like. What would I like? I will allow either survival or performance to make foods.
Okay, I will do this. 14?
Nice. All right. So you're back there. I mean, it takes you a couple of hours, but what you effectively do is meal prep for like 100 people for 2 weeks. You just you make like 2 dishes, one for each week, and you make huge fucking batches of these. And there, you know, he tries them, and they're pretty good. That's all right.
I like that.
And he drops you 15 gold.
Yeah.
At this point, actually, I don't know, let me back up. Is there anything, because Vero's gonna be back there for a couple hours. Is there anything of any particular note anyone wants to do within that period of time?
No,
Eventually, I would quit playing and go down and sit with the group.
yeah. I'm still people watching, you know, people ask for Floyd's autograph and making
Oh,
sure
yeah.
no one tries to like stab him for blaspheming on the gods.
Slowly but surely getting drunk.
Slowly but surely. Do me a favor, roll me a con save with advantage.
Oh, that's fine.
Yep, perfect. You are A-okay.
Damn it.
No, not even fucking tipsy, dude.
It's a college bar. You're drinking Bud Light, bro. Like,
You could have taken 10 on it.
They've also got the shitty shitty IPAs that their house made.
Mm-hmm.
To counteract this, I'm gonna drink faster now.
Brewed in house. That's what I was trying to fucking say.
There you go.
We got there, chat.
We got there. All right. So yeah, I mean, at this point, you guys are just vibing. Who currently has the sending stone? Is it Bryn?
I believe it is Bryn, but I also am pretty sure we used it like immediately
Oh, you did.
upon
Yeah.
talking to River.
No,
Last person to hold it was Bryn, yes.
Yeah, you definitely have used it for the day. I was just curious.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. There's nothing else in particular anyone wants to do. You kind of whittle away your evening. The bar gets busy. The bar gets unbusy. People go home. It's late now. Moon's up. Y'all are getting pretty tired.
There's like, because the tavern, is it like an inn also? They have rooms, or
Yeah.
are we going to the visitors' barracks? Okay.
Yeah, they've got rooms.
Okay.
The tavern always has rooms. It's just a matter of if there are any available.
Gotcha. So I'll ask the bartender. Could me and my friends get some rooms here for the night?
Well, yeah, sure. Cost you 5 silver piece. Shouldn't be, well, 5 silver a room, not per person. So how many do you need?
And she's gonna look over at the party. Guys, how many rooms do we need?
Rune is just shaking his head. No room for him.
Rune, where are you gonna sleep?
In the wagon.
Why?
Because somebody has to protect our wagon. What do you think? Why?
Well, I mean, it's not exactly in danger out there. We're in probably the safest place in all of the continent.
Yeah, that's why you are a cleric and I am a dwarf. My possession is safe while I'm around.
Okay. Well. I guess Vero, Aurelius, Floyd. Do you guys want to just split 2 rooms?
Yeah, we can do that.
What? Oh, yeah.
Aurelius is still like hunched over his books. He's got like 5 of them open, and he keeps bouncing back and forth between them, flipping pages over, flipping back, stroking his chin.
Yes.
Sip a drink.
Many chin strokes.
Right, and I'm like him. I just really need 4 hours about meditation, and I'm good to go.
Okay. Just 2 rooms then, please.
Kind of nods and holds his hand out for 10 silver.
I hand him a gold.
All right. He takes it. He reaches underneath the counter. He pulls out 2 keys and hands 1 to each of you.
Thanks.
He kind of nods and he lets out this really big yawn.
Yeah, we could go now. I guess.
Ruin will sigh and then say, it's time to go to bed. I agree, but I miss River so much. Not even a dead body on the floor. Something is off here. And Ruin will leave the tavern. And since the beer was not good enough, he will start pouring himself a mug in the wagon from our beer that we have and start drinking.
For sure. All right. If
he will
Rune's
continue until he is drunk.
Right, yeah. If Rune's goal is to get fucked up, just you start slamming him, and within the space of an hour, you're passed the fuck out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, cool.
Well, all right. Good night, everybody. I guess.
Right.
Night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice one. Cheers.
Good night. Yeah.
Does anybody actually get up and leave the bar?
No.
No.
I'm still reading.
I'll go leave the bar.
All right. I just follow Vero, and I leave the guy's key on the bar for them.
All right.
Bryn just, as she's walking away, she awkwardly looks like she wants to ask the bartender something, but thinks better of it, and then just skirts on out.
All right, yeah. He doesn't stop you.
Yep.
So Aurelius still poring over the books. Floyd, are you just vibing at the bar with?
Yeah, I'm just drinking and smoking, man.
Alright. So you guys are hanging out at the bar. The bartender kind of like right around the time Vero and Bryntheal go upstairs and Rune leaves, he pulls up a chair into like in the corner behind the bar, sits on it, props his feet up, and kind of crosses his arms and tucks his chin, and like you see him, he's trying not to go to sleep, but he's starting to nod off. And every time he kind of like catches himself, he looks at you two, and then like puts his head back down.
Floyd, did you say something?
What? No.
I thought I heard a noise. Was that not you?
Nah, mate. I'm just chilling over here, bro.
Oh, okay, got you. Just goes back to reading.
God. I tried, Mr. Bartender Mans.
I think you and I are going to be in as good graces, and they're not.
I mean, yeah.
So you guys go up to bed, and 2 of you are at the bar. Rune's passed out in the wagon. 10 o'clock rolls around.
I'll look around and. Yeah, well. I guess this will be me off then.
Oh shit! It's late, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
getting there.
I'll start grabbing books and piling them up in my hands and stuff.
Y'all get up at the bar at like fucking midnight.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at him and I look at the bartender and be like, "Quite a crowd I brought in for you, huh?" As I walk off.
Hold on a second. You know, wait, that you brought in? And he starts laughing. He's like, Mr. Pink, I appreciate you playing. Them college kids would have been here whether or not you were, I promise you that.
He just kind of gingerly chuckles and right. Cheers then. Going. Let's go up to his room. Or to whatever room that
You does I don't think Floyd has a room.
I
Well, didn't you
I
get the
got a
boys a
key
room?
for the boys to
Yeah.
have a key. So me and Vero are sharing
okay,
a
right,
room.
not my room.
Oh,
I just want
okay.
to say not my room, but whatever room.
All right, no,
she got
I'm
for us.
sorry.
Yeah.
I I thought that you bought one for you and one for Vero. Okay, my bad.
Oh, no,
right.
no.
All right, yeah. So you guys go up and you go up and you head into your room and you conk out as much as you do for the night. Aurelius,
Yes.
is there a point in time that you go to bed, or do you pretty like you could very easily, I will say there's enough content in these books, you could very easily just be up all night going through them, combing for details. So is that what you want to do?
I think he gives it another couple hours and probably heads to bed around like 2 or 3.
All right.
Or
Roll
like
me another.
heads to meditate, I guess.
All right, roll me another insight check.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh, shit.
snap!
Oh, shit! Hell yeah.
Ah, shit! All right, hold on. Wait for it.
Jeez.
I gotta pull something up. All right, so as you spend the majority of the evening, a good majority of the evening, going over books and everything, you actually find that most of the value from these books come from the books on like blade singing. I will allow you to basically reading these, and you've found yourself very glued to kind of the figures and the forms and the, you know, talking about fighting styles and movements and, you know, efficiency and whatnot. I will allow you to select a one-handed simple weapon with which to gain proficiency in.
One-handed simple weapon. Okay.
Well, I'll make it simple or martial. Yeah. A one-handed.
Sorry.
Bro, my dick is not a one-handed weapon, and it is definitely not simple, let me tell you what.
Interesting.
So you're saying it has the versatile property?
It is, in fact, versatile.
Super versatile.
Yes. It is versatile. Very much so.
Okay. Okay, so like, I forget. Does proficiency add anything to weapons that I'm already, I think, like proficient in?
Well, no.
from
So
here?
proficiency allows you to add your proficiency bonus when using the weapon.
Can
So
you get expertise in a weapon?
I don't think you can. I've
I
never
don't think
heard
you
of
can
it.
either.
Let me see. Actually, what? There's no equivalent of expertise for attack rolls.
Okay.
There you go.
Then yeah. So yeah, getting it for when you already have proficiency doesn't help.
Yeah, exactly. So it would give you the ability to use another weapon.
You know, let me see. I may have to do some research on that.
That's right. You don't need to pick it
Figure
now.
out what I'm- Yeah.
You don't need to pick it now, but you have that for the nat 20. I'll give it to you. You have the ability to select proficiency in another one-handed weapon.
Sick.
And with that, everyone goes to bed. You all get the benefits of a long rest. And
All right.
you all wake up the next morning. Yep, Floyd, thank you very much. Appreciate that, sir. Is there someone else? No. Okay, we're good. Bryn.
Yeah. What's up?
Roll me a perception check.
24.
Oh, shit.
Perceptive as fuck this morning.
You wake up to River screaming.
Huh?
You hear the sound of River screaming in your head.
And does it feel like when I use the Sending Stone?
Yeah,
like
it
I have a
is-
response to this, or
It is, well, you don't have to, but it is 100% through the Sending Stone. Yes.
are there any like intelligible words, or is it just straight up just screaming in terror?
It less in terror, more in pain. But no, not really any intelligible words. It almost like it's definitely like through the Sending Stone. You're not entirely sure if it was done intentionally.
Oh no. And I'll River, are you okay, River? In my head, like responding to the
Yeah.
stone, knowing that it's not gonna fucking do anything.
Knowing full well he can't respond back. Nope.
River, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna help. And then I shake Vero awake. Vero.
Yeah? What's wrong, Ren?
It's River. It sounds like he's in pain. He's screaming.
How did you hear him?
I don't know. In my head, I think it's through the Sending Stone, but I can't. And I look at the stone, and it's used now, right? Like.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go get the guys.
Okay.
So we'll
Does
just
this
run
happen
over
before or
to-
after I've prepared my spells for the day? By the way.
Well, so
I think that's what woke you up, right?
that's what woke you up. But I mean, I'll still allow you to do your spell preparation from like a meta standpoint.
Okay. I don't think it really changes anything because I don't think I get sending until I can get 3rd level spells. So yeah. Cool. Then, yeah, we just run over and get the guys.
All right. You run over, you fucking start banging on the guy's room. No, they're on the door to their room. And Floyd, you're probably already awake by now. I don't know if you're still in your room. Aurelius, this definitely wakes you up though.
Yeah, I would have ran over and it's a commotion.
It's River. I think he's hurt or something. He's screaming. Through the stone. He was screaming, and I don't know what to do.
Fuck. I knew we shouldn't have fucking sent him into the Feywild alone. We need... Gather everybody, we need to find him. We need to go find him. I don't know. Fuck.
How do we even get there?
The only place I know is... The only place we knew where to go was the portal that we went in the first time. And the problem is it's south of Aridge. We're way the fuck north of Aridge. There is a portal, theoretically, in the forests to the north, but we don't fucking know where it is. God damn it.
We had talked to Kellinor, but would Bryn know of, like, if the chapel has, like a portal room, like teleportation, circles, ways to get to the Feywild?
So there is a room. You've never seen it, you've never been in there, you've only ever heard of it. You don't know anybody who has ever been in there. But supposedly the chapel does have that. Where it can get you to, who it's available to, if it can get you to the Feywild, you do not have any of these answers.
Cool. Maybe we can check with the teleportation people. I don't know if they can get us over there, but
Teleportation people? There's
a place here in the chapel. I don't know if they can get us to the Feywild. I don't know if that's a thing that's even possible from here, but maybe they'll know.
Would the librarians know anything? I mean, I'd imagine they'd be the people that hear about all sorts of research. I've got to take back my books naturally anyway. We could go ask and see if we could find anyone there that could potentially know something, get us in somewhere, maybe even help us get to where we need to go. I mean, is there... Where do we go, guys?
Library first and then teleport people?
Unless you know specifically where to go immediately.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thoughts I can have. You know, is that maybe they know.
We need to go get Rune
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, he's just outside. He said he was going to stay in the cart.
Yeah, Rune is in the cart. He is... I mean, unless there's a reason for him to be awake, Saron, I'm assuming Rune is probably still sleeping at this point.
Probably.
Alright.
Well, let's go. We gotta go. And I run out to go downstairs and outside to go grab Rune.
I throw my stuff in a bag and just start running in that direction too.
Alright.
Yeah, cool.
Chuck all your shit, run down the stairs, run out the door. The cart's right out front. Aurelius hits the button, the horses honk. They wake up from their overnight sleep. The back door, you hear a little click as it unlocks. Rune wakes up from all the commotion.
What's going on here?
Rune, come on. We gotta go. Like, soon. River's in trouble.
You want me to work now? Oh, my head. Okay. Where do we have to go?
Feywild.
Well, first... Yeah.
Okay. Where is that Feywild?
Across dimensions, we need to find somebody to take us there. So steal yourself as much as you can. We need to fucking go.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna I'm going to get a lesser restoration on Rune so that he feels better because we gotta go.
Please no, please no.
Nope, too bad. Already done.
Damn it.
Saron's trying to find an excuse that he doesn't have to RP because his throat's killing him, and now he has to RP.
Now he does.
It's fine.
Sorry. Yep. So, disease or condition afflicting it. Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. I'm assuming it counts as a type of poison to be drunk/hungover.
Sadly, it does.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Boom. Come on, we
I hate you.
gotta go. No, you don't. We gotta go. Let's go.
I felt so good before. Why did you do that? Oh God, yeah, let's go.
All right. You guys
I'm
hop
gonna
in the
shop to the
cart.
library.
And you fucking skirt right on over to the library. It is closed.
Fuck.
Well,
I'll drop my books in the slot either way.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely a book return slot.
Where the fuck else? Where else? I don't think Kellinor is gonna be much help. Plus, fuck, I wouldn't even know where to find him right at this minute. Are there hours posted for the library?
Yeah. It's open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7
Of
days a
course.
week.
And it's fucking like 6 in the morning.
It's
probably.
like 6:30 a.m. Yeah.
well, Bryn would, I guess, guide the party to the area that she's heard of is where they would do all of the, mass teleport stuff for field trips and shit, and see if there's anybody there. I don't know.
Yeah, that not really. No, I mean
No.
like yeah, that's field trips not really a thing. At least not outside the chapel. If you're
I
gonna
was open.
yeah. If you're gonna field trip, you're gonna field trip to somewhere within the chapel. There's unfortunately not just a giant teleportation circle in like the city square that you can fucking walk to and
Yeah.
yeet yourself.
Are you sure?
I tell you what. You know what? But before, you're right. I could be wrong. To see if I'm wrong, why don't you someone, anyone, any singular person who chooses to, I would like for you to nat 20 an Arcana roll. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just roll me a nat 20. You have to nat 20 O roll. The skill check doesn't matter because it's all the same.
Since it's Floyd.
Nope.
Nope.
No, that's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20.
I got so
but that-
excited for a second.
dirty 20.
That is a dirty 20, but that don't count. Nope. I think no. Wait, what are you fucking? One person. I said one person, motherfuckers. Three.
I just wanted to roll something. Everyone else was rolling.
I think it's an Arcana roll,
So yeah, no. Unfortunately, I am correct, and I was remembering right. And there's no giant teleportation
Dang it.
circle in the middle of town.
Bryn,
You
are-
also, you do recall also that Kellinor very specifically was like, if we had a way of just moving you all into the Feywild, we would do that, but we can't.
Gotcha.
He did very literally specifically say that.
I Godos then? I think it's the closest. It's closer than A Ridge.
Are there any clerics of any of the Fey deities?
Bryn would have a passing idea.
Bryn would have a
Maybe.
passing idea. Roll me a history.
Oh my god. Fucking character sheet being dumb. 18.
A
Let's take a look. See. I'm going to say, yeah, so you're pretty confident that not really that the chapel does not really have, or it's not looked at by the Fey deities, primarily because the vast majority of Fey deities don't give like half a shit about the material plane.
Gotcha.
Right, like the deities over the Fae are very much concerned with the Feywild, and they kind of have their own thing going, but you know, they're all pretty, at least the majority of them are very like Shakespearean, right?
Mm.
In that they're petty and they're selfish, and they really only give a shit about the Feywild.
Okay. No, there's not really anybody here that would be for a Fey deity. They tend to not operate on the material plane.
There isn't just one, or is there not any other than Kellinor who worships Ogma here? I mean,
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to think of anyone that might know anything.
Yeah, you can't, you wouldn't be able to recall any by name. Kellinor he's the head cleric over Ogma, right? So
Yeah.
So Bryn, yeah, it's, I mean, who are and are not the students at this point? Like, it's a big old fucking
Yeah, it's been 2 years since I've been here. I'm out of touch with
yeah.
people. Quite literally.
I mean, our closest options would be to leave to the north.
Yeah.
And try and wander our way through the forests to the closest portal we can find, or
Because River gave us, didn't he like vaguely describe where it was?
What, Skotos?
very vaguely.
Yeah, where
Yes,
the
that was-
yeah.
Yeah. So he said, hey, you know, when I used to, or it was third person because it was through his figurines, but you know, when I used to get yeeted over here, this is where I ended up a good handful of times.
Yeah. I think that's our best bet. We should probably try there. I mean, it's closer than A Ridge, and if we don't find anything, then we've wasted less time.
I can't think of any other options. Does anybody else have any ideas?
We could ask Borodin himself, but otherwise no.
Give me
Mm.
give me just 1 minute. Oh wait, I probably don't have the mats for augury anymore. 6 bones and similar tokens worth at least 25 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that I cast it that one time, so I probably haven't replenished.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That would be
Floyd?
correct.
Floyd is going to. Are we still like in the same spot, or is the cart moving?
We're still in front of the library, as
Okay.
far as I know.
I'm gonna. Is there anybody like around? Like, is the courtyard? I guess the lobby part in front of the library. Is it empty?
Yeah, you don't really see anybody walking around or anything like that.
All right, I'm going to hop out. I'm gonna step like 2 or 3 or 4 steps away from the cart, away from everybody else. Make sure that nobody's around, and I'm going to yell, "Malenke!" and I'm gonna take out my rapier and just start waving it around in the air.
Holy
What-
shit.
I think I know the answer to this already, but I would like to ask, what is Floyd's intent?
Floyd has no fucking clue. This is how they
he's just-
fucking got him here. He's trying some shit.
He's just trying to mimic River.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you shout Malinky, and you draw your rapier and you start slashing at the air. and nothing happens.
Rune is coming over to him and give him his horn and tells him, River used the horns of his father, he said, when he did that as his weapon, that he was using his dagger, so maybe with this horn it works.
Well, guys, but are we trying to do what River did? Because that's how he got stuck in the first place. Maybe that's not a good idea.
Look, right on this one. Don't fucking play with things that we don't know how to fix, that we already fucked up. We need to find him.
Floyd sheathes rapier and shrugs, walks back to the cart.
I
Rune
think
is disappointed.
Skodos.
I just, thought maybe it'd be like a quick, we could get there quicker, Because, I mean, all of us made it through without harm. It was just him that got kept there.
And he's the one that opened the portal. You're trying to open the portal. You're putting yourself at risk there.
I didn't really think that I could open the pool. I was just giving it a try. A little go,
No, I get it, but fuck.
I think we should go to Skodos. I could confirm if that's a good idea, but I need to pick up some spell components first. If we dash real fast, oh no, it's still super early. Nothing's probably open yet, and she's like rambling to herself.
Let us just drive there. I don't trust this auguries or whatever that is.
It's just magic. It's the same magic that's kept you safe this whole time.
Safe?
Well, yeah, that's kind of my job.
Oh, I haven't noticed. Let us just drive there. That's fine, I'm sure.
Holy shit. What a dick.
Bryn's just gonna look at Rune, like, a little hurt and confused and sad. Just be like, well, we gotta go, and then she's gonna get in the cart.
That's it, she got there. Let's go.
Fuck, man!
All right.
I'm laughing right now.
Does everyone get back in the cart?
Yeah.
All right. And where are we all headed?
Skodos.
Fucking Skodos.
I really don't fucking know.
Somehow to Skodos, because that's what River said.
Yeah, let's go to Scrotum. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, let's go Scrotos.
Let's go to Scrotos. All right. Fair enough. Party loads up. Bryn, did you still want to try and stop for spell components or no?
I mean, if any of the shops look open, she would be like, can we stop real quick? Otherwise, like, we're on a time crunch, so, like,
All right.
I don't know if anything's open this early in the morning.
Roll me an investigation.
6.
Well, as you're making your way out of town, you do see a silver general.
Oh my god.
Well,
Fucking hate
with a fake history check, anyone can learn that this place used to be called the Copper General, but that was about 10 to 12 years ago, and now inflation has struck and nothing costs a copper anymore.
My god.
Rod just bleeding over into this just profusely now.
You can blame Conmac for that one. Yeah, he asked during the last cock session, he asked if there was a Copper General. I was like, in this economy?
God damn it.
You do see a Silver General, but it is closed.
Yep.
So.
And nobody ever actually works at those anyways.
No, I don't even bring it up to stop. We just go.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, you make your way in a hurried fashion out the northern gate of the chapel, which is opposite the one that you came in from. You notice that the gates are all open. Nobody gives you a hard time, but you do see, some lingering looks from the odd person on the street, a couple of the guards as you zip out of town and you start making your way north.
All right.
It's
Well-
probably more west, but I guess yeah.
Yeah. North first, then west.
Yeah, so you guys, it literally like maybe 5-10 minutes out of town, you do see the road split off, and there's, well, I don't want to say the road splits off. The road curves to the west, and then you see what is effectively almost like a game trail that kind of splits off and heads north. I'm assuming we're continuing west, though, yes?
Yeah, at Skodos.
As long as there is no shield that's saying opposite, yeah.
And I want to like keep my eye out if there's anything that, looks like it's weird and Fae touched that could be the portal that we're looking for along the road.
Yeah, okay, fair. 1 second here. I'm assuming we're kind of keeping a hurried pace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
Poor animals.
all right. So you guys, is there anything anyone would want to do while on the road, or are we all just basically kind of hurried to get to Skodos?
Bryn's just praying and getting her spells together and hoping for the best and generally being worried about everything all the time, as she do.
Yeah, it just sounds like another day for Bryn.
Yeah.
I mean, as we get closer to the forest, I think Bryn or Aurelius would probably mention to Bryn that that he has a really bad idea.
What's that?
Well, and I'll look around to see if anybody else is up front, and you remember when Kellinor said that essentially I needed to stop being a little bitch?
You're not a bitch, Aurelius.
No, just hear me out. You know, you've seen. I'm not always myself. You sure? You've probably
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah. I didn't want to ask you about it because it seemed you were pretty upset about it.
Well, sometimes I'm literally not myself. Or at least, not that I can tell. The person that I know myself as and the person you're talking to right now doesn't feel like the same person. When I'll just look down at my sword and kind of trail off. And I have a really dumb idea, and I can't guarantee anybody else's safety with it, and I don't know fucking if it's even worth it.
What is it?
Maybe I let go.
Of what? Your sword?
Maybe Aurelius lets go.
I don't think that's a good idea. There's
The
got-
other fucker knows the Fae better than he's been to more parts of the Fae. He's been to places. He has notoriety. There are reasons why I was exiled. I don't know them.
But then
Right.
you won't be you anymore.
Was I ever?
I mean, I think so.
I don't know for certain, and that's the worst part. And for what it's worth, is their existence not just as valid as my own? Like, am I the one that should be in the passenger seat?
Are they the real Aurelius?
I vote we keep you for now. I don't think we can. I don't think losing another person's gonna help the situation. And even if it's an immediate replacement of somebody else for you, what if they're not trying to help us like you are?
No, yeah, no. Like, you make a good point. I don't know what they would do. Just,
What is it that this sword does for you?
honestly, I have no idea. I mean, it just kind of myself. I forget. Every time I come back, I forget. I don't always know. I come back like it's a flash. It's like nothing happened. I'll be in the middle of something, and then it's a flash, and then I wake up. Sometimes it's days. Sometimes it's seconds. Sometimes it's years.
I don't like the sound of that, to be honest.
I mean, I don't much either, but obviously, I mean, everything has been yelling at me to accept it and accept the parts of myself that I don't like either. And I mean, fucking River's seen it. Maleki has seen it. Kellinor has seen it.
Well, can I hear this conversation?
Probably, unless he's being quiet about it.
No, I think I was at first because I'm, didn't
You
want
started
everybody
out
to
being
hear.
like cognizant of it, but then as you speak, you just like
Well, yeah.
unknowingly get louder and louder.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just like fucking starting to
Classic
be like
Kelly.
trauma dumping at him for a minute, Like,
Yeah. So I would say, yeah, Floyd, I would say
Okay.
you hear it.
Right. Well, maybe, and I'm not trying to be like insensitive or anything, but maybe we wait until after we find River, because I don't really want to lose two party members at the same time. If we don't know, like, if you're going to be like this bitch person or whatever and not Aurelius, if we'll want to, I just don't want to like have to try to get you back as well as trying to get River back, maybe that the other Aurelius is too much and we don't like the other Aurelius, and we like you though.
Yeah.
maybe it's not a matter of liking me. Maybe it's a matter of usefulness. Like, I mean, what if the other one can get us to where we need to be faster?
I don't care. We're going as
I-
fast as we can,
But what if
We,
he doesn't
us.
though? Well, what if the other one just like doesn't care, and then he's like, I don't want to do that, and then it won't be any faster at all, will it?
And then River's just stuck.
Yeah.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get him back, but we have to do it.
I disagree with them. Do whatever you think you have to do. It's
Oh.
your life. You have to decide what's
I-
right for you.
I thought you were sleeping.
Nope.
Oh no, he woke up.
No,
Good-
I know.
Okay.
I told you it was a dumb idea. I just don't. I mean, I hate the fact that he literally crossed dimensions twice already, and is now in danger again.
We're gonna find him.
I
We're gonna find him.
in how many fucking pieces? God damn it!
I mean, to be fair, we're technically fighting in a war. We're kind of all really in danger, right? I mean, he's just in a little more preeminent danger. But I mean, I don't really think that you changing your personality to something more quote useful is really useful in itself at all.
Well,
I think we need Aurelius.
I'm not a wartime person.
Look
I'm
at me,
suited for
dude.
fucking libraries and
The
fucking.
fuck are you talking about
citadels
wartime? Look at
and-
me, dude. Do I look like I belong in a fucking war?
Everybody needs the fucking drum line. You know that.
Yeah, look at me. I don't look like I belong in a war.
As you see
are
a woman
covered
who-
literally in blood. You
Yes.
are.
Woman who fucking towers like 8 feet tall,
Making pancakes.
big ass
Can I have the
muscles,
apron on?
threaded as fuck with an apron. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just slaughtered a pig covered in pig's blood as she makes
Yeah.
bacon.
Cooking foods that taste like a wet satire pelt.
Look, it
With
was
a-
in his memory, okay?
Giant two-handed axe strapped to her waist.
I've literally seen you snap like femurs as if they were twigs.
I don't know. I just wanted to be part of the conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I'm not really suited for war either, but I mean, I'm not just gonna go fucking change your personalities.
No, I know. Fuck. I mean, it's just everybody keeps telling me if I'm not using all parts of me, you know, then those parts are a waste, right? I mean, I just
Are you trying to say you want to get laid or something? Because I know a brothel. Like,
no.
He promised me a brothel anyway, so at some point.
God damn it, no. It's not a use it or lose it kind of situation here, my friends. It's a
syphilis bang situation. I remember.
sure. Whatever you want to call it.
look, I don't remember any of us saying that you're not doing enough or using all that you can. I mean, those may just be the voices in your head, mate. We're standing right beside you. I mean, just saying.
And I tell you, if you really believe it can help, you have to decide for yourself, because it's your body. But if it's just uncertainty, why should you even consider it?
Everything's uncertainty, Rune. You know that. But maybe you're all right. It was a dumb idea.
Usually I like dumb ideas.
Let's find this portal and get our friend back.
I mean, we are on the way.
We're gonna do this.
All right.
It's not
you-
quietly. Keep going.
I'm sure your protection will help us with that, Prince Hill.
She smiles. Yeah.
All right.
Rune starts laughing a little bit, like a little chuckle.
With that, the party continues to venture forth through the forest. Some dense shit. Like this is definitely a fucking forest. And really the only reason you're able to actually make it through with your wagon, with your cart, is because you are on a road. But even still, this road is it's one cart wide. Right, like if another wagon happened to come, like one of you would have to fucking pull off the road, right, to let the other one past.
Yeah.
You guys carry on for most of the morning. You hit, let's say, about noonish, right? Noon to early afternoon. The sun is high in the sky. after having risen from the south, beginning its weird oblong descent back down into the west. And the horses start to get a little jittery. They're still moving. But they're huffing, they're puffing a little bit. You see them kind of like, taking extra steps, kind of shaking their heads around. They're nervous.
As I notice them getting nervous, I'm gonna start looking around the forest more.
They want to run.
Seeing what's around.
Yeah, Haroon peeks his head out, looks at the horses. He's like, they need to run, guys. You need to speed up. We have everyone roll me perception checks. At least everyone who wants to.
I love this shit. I had to roll for it.
What the fuck with my perception checks today?
Kick.
Yes.
I'm just worried about River, man.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure a virus on my side here.
Yeah, they definitely want to run. Let's just nail it.
Aurelius, you hear Rune and Vero say this. You look up ahead and you see, kind of as you guys are rounding a corner on the forest path, through the trees you see something. You don't know what it is, but in this whole forest where there's a bunch of green shit, you see blue and purple, and it's big.
Is it like? Can I tell if it's a structure or if it's like a Yo.
You guys, what you about here? I'll let you guys put yourselves where you want. I'm assuming Aurelius and Bryn up front.
Yeah.
Right.
But you guys are in the wagon. You come around the corner, and you see a very large, heavily armored and cloaked figure standing in the road.
Guys, who the fuck is that?
He doesn't look very nice.
Well, that's not very nice of you to say. You haven't even met me yet.
But you are standing in the way.
We don't really want to buy anything, man. Mate, we're good.
You hear him let out like a little chuckle. Like, well, you see, if I were selling something, that might fly. But no. I'm here to get something from you.
Are we stopping or are we continuing?
The horses won't budge.
Oh.
The horses are
anything
not
for you.
moving.
What?
Oh, but see, that's where you're wrong. You do. You each have something for me. How do I put this delicately? You see, I have a problem. And you can tell his body language like suddenly goes from kind of relaxed to really stern. And you see, my problem is that somebody has been putting my resources at risk.
You sound angry. You
Takes
should
a
be searching
Bryn
takes
like
a
for
deep
back
me.
breath.
up a little bit.
He takes a deep breath. No, I'm sorry. It's he kind of puts his finger to his head and he starts rubbing his forehead. He goes, "It's been a rough day. I'm sorry. Let me restart." And he kind of reaches up and he pulls off his helmet, and I mean, what you see, honestly, it very good looking guy. Like, he's, nice square jaw. He's got, you know, cut shorter hair, but, you know, with bangs kind of swept off to the side. That, you know, slightly ratty helmet hair, you know, look type of deal going on. And he looks at you guys in the wagon and gives you this really big, like, toothy grin. He goes, "Let me introduce myself. My name is Colgrim." And he just kind of like stops and looks. Now, you see this is normally where you introduce yourselves also. My name's
Somebody that
Colgrim.
is standing in my goddamn way.
I'm not in the, you know, the persuasion to introduce myself to strange figures in the forest. Sorry. You know, my mother taught me well.
Well, see, now
Okay.
here I am. Thank you, Bryn.
And I like duck back behind Vero again.
Short for Brinthiel, right? See, here's what I think you guys don't understand.
What?
This is just pleasantries. I know exactly who you are, Rune. Or should I use your real name?
You could, but no one hears you if you do.
No one hears. Is that a threat?
Yes.
And he lets out this laugh, and it, like, weirdly enough, it echoes far more through the forest than anything else he has said. It's like he starts laughing, and literally you hear it just like resound through the forest and through the trees.
Rune is now getting out of the wagon because he thinks this will end in a fight.
Rune.
Just preparation.
Rune.
Rune would go around in that case slowly and see
Hey.
what happens.
No, you walk around slowly. He kind of catches his breath from the laughter. He goes, I'd always heard dwarves were entertaining. I don't think the stories gave you justice. See, here's the thing. I know you. I know Brinthiel. I know Aurelius. I know the ever famous. Who could mistake the one and only Floyd Pink, a master of prose, truly. And then
Flatter, mate.
he kind of little mini bow with his head. And then Miss Wildherder. See, when I say this is all just formality, this is all just pleasantries, I just wanted you guys to know who you were dealing with. I thought that we might be able to have a civil and reasonable conversation here, because, as I stated before, I have a problem. And right now, actually, my problem is you. It's you six. And then he goes, wait. He starts like counting you off. Where's the little goat man? Don't tell me you lost him. And he looks expectantly for an answer.
So
just
you know
looks
everything else,
sad and
but you
looks
don't know
down.
that?
I mean, not technically.
Not technically correct is the only real kind of correct. Well, it's no matter. I would prefer it if he was here, because it's really, I'm gonna be honest, it's him that I'm mad at. He's the one who is just, he's irritated the shit out of me. So I'll admit
why has
that.
he irritated you?
Well, do you really not know? I feel like you know. But that's okay. No,
Humor me.
I'm sorry. No, you're absolutely right. I'm being passive aggressive again. It's a fundamental character flaw. I know.
Mm-hmm.
See, he is the one who put all of my wonderful souls at risk.
You're telling me that you, seemingly a very powerful individual, had your plans thwarted by...
No, please. To say he thwarted a plan it's so gauche, it's so cliche. No. See, here's the situation. And I mean, maybe I overestimated you guys. Maybe I give you guys too much credit. You see, he decided that it would be a good idea to invoke the name of a rather powerful woman, to literally just kind of like rip open a hole, right, that normally isn't there. Now, see, having a hole between the Feywild and the material plane, I'm all for it. If I'm being honest, I actually like, not something that I personally would have tried because I care about my own well-being, but if he had done it almost anywhere else, I think I would have been okay. But see, the problem is he did it near something very important to me.
Oh, the Bear Lich.
He can't help but let out like a little chuckle. He's like, you know, I never thought before that day, I never really thought about transferring some of my powers to a non-intelligent being, but I will say I like the idea. And it worked out better than I expected. But no, you see, that came after the fact. And he kind of looks up, he goes, do you guys really not have any idea what's happening? Raises an eyebrow.
Idea, but you know, like you said, I thought it was a little cliche.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but also you're not the Aurelius that I would expect to have really any concept. You're the host. So that's fair. That's fair. Well, in that case, let me not bore you with the story, but I will say that as much as I've enjoyed kind of watching what's happened and seeing you guys flounder around trying to do something about this weird chaos that's happening in your world, I think I've gotten to the point where it's gone from entertaining to maybe just a teensy tiny bit little annoying. So I think I'm gonna have to do away with you. It has been a lot of fun. Like I said, it's unfortunate that that stream isn't here to you know, just make this easier for me. I gotta go track him down. But
Who?
Stream.
Oh, I'm so River. I'm sorry. Wrong body of water. There's this little stream here right next to us. It's hard to keep track of them all, right? Besides, who names their child after a water body of water? It's like you ever seen those guys named Lake? You ever met a lake? It's the cringiest thing in the world. I swear to God, these millennials and their names for babies.
And what's your name?
Colgrim. I'm sorry. Yeah, Colgrim.
So,
Colgrim?
Colgrim.
Cockrum, I tell you one thing.
Huh.
Get out of the way. You are annoying me now. And if you don't leave, this will end in, well, that will the fate decide. But just go, Cockrum.
Okay, I could do that. Alternatively, no. And he he literally just starts staring at you.
What do you want
Just
from
move
us?
Forward. And stand right next to him. And look up into his face.
As you approach, he actually turns his attention away from you and over to Bryn. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry if that wasn't clear. I'm here to kill you for being in my way. You like I said, it was fun, and now it's annoying. It's a nuisance. And while you guys haven't set me back at all, I have the sneaking suspicion that if I let you continue, you're going to get in my way."
Oh, so you're afraid of a little competition, is what you're saying.
No, see...
Sounds like it, honestly.
He kind of laughs again. He says, It's a small mind that deals in absolutes, Aurelius. Your counterpart would know better. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Imagine thinking that I'm the one dealing in absolutes here.
No, I just said it's time for you guys to die.
Sounds pretty absolute to me. You can't handle any competition, so you're going to kill them before it even realizes anything, and, so you're going to sit here, you're going to try and conquer the world and be, just endlessly bored, like you already are.
He shrugs. He goes, "Yeah, I'll grant you the bored part. Absolutely. I mean, when you've lived for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 1,200 years, give or take. I've lost count. Yeah, things get a little stale. Yeah, you're right.
It sounds like you need a fucking hobby.
I do have a hobby. It's funny you should mention it. I do. This is my hobby. You see, I'm enacting my hobby right now. My hobby just happens to be taking over the entirety of the Feywild. And
okay, so your hobby is being a cunt. Moral of the story. Okay, cool.
Shrugs again. Anyway, it was nice to meet you all. And he looks down at Rune. He goes, I tell you what, I'll give you the chance to take a couple of steps back. Before I melt your face off. What do you think?
Rune just grins and says, "Meet your doom," and pulls out his weapons.
All right. We have everyone roll initiative.
I'm gonna say Bryn raises his shield and gets ready to cast something to protect her friends, but holy fuck.
Fucking yikes.
Really doing this right now? I fucking can't roll for shit today.
Why did I get my 20 on the initiative?
Nat 20 initiative, though. All right. Well, Vero, you're first.
Seems as though I'm going first. How much movement do I have? I haven't done a battle in so long.
On your character sheet.
Well, we haven't had combat in a while.
And near close to initiative.
Okay, got it. So I'm 30, and each thing is 5, right?
Yeah, each square is 5. If you move diagonal, you alternate between 5 feet and 10 feet. So your first diagonal is 5 feet of movement, your second diagonal is 10 feet, your third is 5 feet.
15. That's 30, yeah? No.
That's 25.
25, 30.
Yep.
And I am going to... Does a 10 hit?
No. No, a 10 does not hit.
That's all for me then. And I went, I went into a rage.
Yeah, I
think I was
you
muted.
you raged and then went into your
Yeah.
big toothy form.
Yeah.
All right, you roll up on him, scream in your violent rage, and you take a snap at him. He literally just like moves, like just shuffles himself out of the way, fucking turns, and it
Damn.
goes right by. All right, Rune.
Well, let's start off with Giant Smite to become Latch.
Alrighty.
And then let's move behind him.
Okay.
That's, well, the beginning. And now, time to attack him.
All right. You do get advantage. That does not hit.
Well,
Double nines.
let's go again.
Alright.
No. I will not use it yet. I am done for this round already.
All right, fair enough. Fulgrim sidesteps Vero's attack, turns to look at Rune, literally just reaches out with his hand. Ooh, he fucking nat ones that shit.
Shit.
Thank God.
Let me see. Hold on a second. And then bro, can you stop? Get out of my screen, bro. Thank you. All right. And then he's going to do. Let me make sure this opens the right way. There you go. And then you see him cast a spell. If anyone wants to roll an Arcana, you can tell what it is.
I would love to do that.
Go for it.
I'm not gonna know anything, but I will try.
Aurelius knows. For show. So Aurelius, you hear him mutter some shit. You see him do some shit with his hands as he casts Dimension Door.
Okay.
And he just on himself. He literally just pops right here. Spoop. And he gives Rune a big ol' smile. Floyd.
Hold on, where did he go? I don't see that he moved. Maybe I need to refresh.
He might need to refresh. He just moved to the other side of Rune.
Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. All right. Oh boy. Well, I will start off by, what's that here? I would like to cast Enlarge on Rune.
All right.
Kaiju dwarf.
Do
Kaiju
it.
dwarf.
Hello.
And I will use a bonus action to give him inspiration as well, and just say, "Yeah, kill Nolcum."
It's Colgrim. That's really not that difficult.
Hawkrim will die. Fate decided already.
And I'll move behind this tree.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Aurelius.
I am going to enter Blade Song.
Roll me a D100.
Oh gosh.
Also post by Uber Cool Inspirations.
90. All right, you do not feel any different. You enter your blade song as normal.
Okay, that bumps my AC to not 15. And I think that's really my first round of action. And I'll fuck with the points as I go.
All right. Bryn.
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I will cast fucking what spells do I even have right now? I'm gonna bless at 2nd level. So I can get 4 creatures of my choice, and I will pick everybody in my party but me.
All right.
There. Oh, no, that's not how that works. That's how that works.
Hey.
There you go. And I did that at 2nd level, so I sent the wrong one, but it's fine.
It's just a D6, right?
It's a
Or is that
D4.
Yeah, okay,
Add
it is still a D4.
to attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, that's right. You upcast it for the extra creature. Okay.
Correct.
Yep.
And I will, as a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Oh wait, nope, they're both concentration. Can't do that.
Yeah.
I will not do that. What do I have as a bonus action? Why are you not telling me my spells that are bonus actions? You fucking bullshit. Yeah, I don't have any, I don't think I have any bonus actions unless, do I get the feeling that, nope, that's also an action. Never mind, that's it. That's my turn.
All right.
And I'm gonna... I'm gonna move forward to, like, here? Is that tree gonna block my view of Gigantosaurus Rune?
No. Rune's fucking huge enough. I think you can still see him.
Cool, then I'm gonna kind of duck behind this tree and hopefully get myself some cover, but... Yeah, that's the turn.
Cool. Legendary action. Colgrim is gonna reach out and touch Rune again, like he did previously. Only this time, that's a 30 against your armor class.
That hits.
That is 10 cold damage. And then please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Add a D4.
You may add the D4 if you would like.
Con save at a disadvantage it was?
No, it's not. Just a con save.
You have to add the D4 because it's with every roll for I think a whole minute.
I have to. Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever the target before the spell ends, the target can. Oh wow!
Oh, can. I guess you don't have to, but I have it up for a minute, so.
Can roll a D4 and add the number. I thought it only was usable once. Is it usable multiple times within that
Pretty
minute?
sure it's usable multiple times within the minute.
Yeah, it is.
Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw. That's why you just always do it.
Oh fuck.
Well, then that's not.
It might as well.
It's a turn.
Yeah, it doesn't matter a whole hell of a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you take the 10 cold damage and you are paralyzed for the next minute. Paralyzed. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it asking you? That's weird. It's like, hey, I think. There we go.
That's interesting. Yeah, I toggled it.
Yeah, you have to toggle it. That's actually really funny. All right, so I'm gonna copy paste this just so you has it. Maybe.
Maybe, maybe not.
Anyway, paralyzed creature is incapacitated. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage. And any attack that hits you is a crit if the attacker is within 5 feet. So you get auto crit by melee attacks.
For 10 rounds.
For 10 rounds, yep.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Vero, you see this. Colgrim literally reaches out, touches Rune, and you see just like ice, like frost go from his hand into where it made contact with Rune, and now Rune is just completely fucking frozen in place.
Can I ask an out of character question?
You absolutely can.
I have defenses against cold. Does that help me at all here?
What specifically do you have? Because it
I don't
probably
know,
does.
It's just part of being a Goliath, I guess. It just says a resistant cold.
So resistance means you take half damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anytime you would take cold damage, you take half of it instead. That's all.
Can I hold my action?
You can, if you would like. Do you want to just hold it to like the end of initiative, or do you want to like trigger it for something?
I think that I want to hold it until I see what Kane does next. Can I go again after him, or is that not how it works?
Yeah, that's fine. We can just so basically what happens if you want to hold your action like that, it basically just moves you to a different place in initiative. So we literally just shuffle you to between Colgrim and Floyd. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
But keep in mind, it shouldn't hold your whole turn. It's only one action. So if you wanted to move and get closer so that you're able to take a trigger depending on what he does or something, you can only hold an action specifically.
So then I'll move and then hold my action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And that uses your reaction. So if you had anything that was a reaction, you would do that instead of taking the action that you're holding.
Okay. And then how did we say that we get around Rune here?
Just move.
Yeah, I mean
we can move in, yeah.
Yeah, you can. So, because he is now huge, I'll allow you guys to like shuffle through. Only one at a time, like one person at a time, but you can shuffle through his spaces. Let me. There you go.
Crawl under his legs, basically.
I am. Yeah, I'm just gonna be under his legs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I would say you are right in my face, but okay.
Tomato.
Don't look up. Don't look up.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Well, okay. All right. Yeah, and then you can have your action after Colgrim goes. All right. Rune.
I can't do anything. So
You cannot, but you can give me another Constitution save.
Sure.
To end the paralysis early.
Let's go for the D4 again. And
You also have inspiration.
we'll use inspiration on top of that. Let me see what it is, just to be sure. Yeah, it's a bad situation otherwise. Note of potential ability saving throw after the creature rolls a bloody blah, 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 blah. Add to a saving throw. The mode vanishes with the sound of soft music, causing the creature to gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on the bardic inspiration die plus a charisma modifier. What is your inspiration die right now? D6 was it? I believe.
It's a D6 right now. Yes.
I. There we go. 4 temp hit points.
And that
Well, plus-
replaces the 4 from.
Plus my charisma modifier as well, which is 4.
And that replaces the 1 from Vero earlier. It doesn't stack. Does
Oh,
it?
it doesn't stack? I thought it stacks. But
No,
okay.
temp HP is only per source.
Yeah, okay.
So what's your total there? Is that
11 in that case?
No, 15. 7 plus 4 plus 4.
Yeah. But
15?
okay.
Yep.
okay?
I thought that wouldn't stack. That was whatever.
Okay. It unfortunately does not. That does not free you. I'm sorry to say.
Shit. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm
rolling like trash anyway right now.
And he's gonna take legendary action at the end of your turn. He's gonna cast a ray of frost. He's gonna aim down in between your legs at Vero. Dun, 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 dun. So let me make sure.
Bad decision.
There you are. Boop. So that is a 27 to hit.
Oh goddamn.
Right.
You take 8 cold damage, reduced by half because of your resistance. So you're gonna take 4 cold damage. And your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. And now it is his actual turn. Oh, yes. Sorry, I was like, wait, what did you post?
Sorry, I was
No,
like,
you're
oh,
good.
okay, maybe I can change my speed here, but it just links it.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So just I mean, it doesn't matter that much anyway because you have already
Moved.
You've already moved.
Oh, word. Okay.
Well, so and I guess it'll your next turn you'll only be able to move 20 feet is what it means. That's it.
Okay.
So now it is his actual turn. He's gonna just, step into the water here, just kind of off to the side. And he's gonna look at make sure range is good. I'm actually not gonna do that because that would be incredibly fucking rude. But he's gonna look over at Aurelius. He's going to point his finger and mutter some really nasty shit. If anyone wants to Arcana for what that's gonna be.
Yep.
Oof. Oh. So.
Oh!
Hey! All right, so Aurelius and Bryn, like as he's casting, you recognize this as Finger of Death.
Fuck.
I don't know what that, like, Jelly and also probably Bryn don't necessarily know what that spell does.
Bryn will have heard
Doesn't
of
sound
it.
good though.
Bryn will have heard of it. I would like for Aurelius to please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Does shield do anything against it? I don't think so.
I
but
don't think so,
gotta try.
because shield just ups your AC, right?
Yes. I believe so.
No.
You have bless.
Okay, so it's con save,
Con save, yeah.
and I instantly die. Plus bless, what was that, 1d4?
1d4.
Yeah.
Rip.
No.
You don't die, but you were immediately knocked unconscious.
Well, what? Oh, Jesus. Doesn't even matter. Plus 30. Fucking hell. Oh.
So upon doing this, Colgrim just kind of stops and he gives the same super like sinister, jovial, echoey laugh, right? That kind of reverberates through the forest again. He just says, I actually thought this would be more difficult. Oh, shucks, I feel bad. I kind of figured that, like, since Goat Boy, like, literally kind of, tore a hole in between the planes, that maybe you guys were more of a problem, but I guess not. He does. He just kind of stops and he looks at giant rune. He looks at Vero. And he says, "What? Why did you guys attack me? What? He starts like laughing to himself. He's like, I can't imagine what went through your minds to think that this was even an option."
I thought you were into it. I thought that was your thing.
I mean, it was until, you know, you've heard of the phrase taking candy from a baby, but like this is not even that. It's you know that feeling when you step on an anthill and you know you just immediately killed like 20 of those little bastards, right? Like just those lives are gone. That's what this feels like.
I agree. I think you should come back when we're actually some kind of a threat.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh Jesus!
Roll me a persuasion.
All right, 15.
You know, no, that's fair. You know, he kind of stops. He looks at you. He's like, so, yeah, you know, I think you're right. I think you're right. Maybe I don't actually give a shit about you guys. So, wait, damn it, I wish Goat Boy was here.
Yeah, and if you give us some more time, I mean, that's where we were trying to find him anyway, so we could find him for you.
Wait, you guys don't even know where he is? Like,
no.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like, we know where he is. We just don't know where he is.
Don't know how to get him, yeah.
Well, so where is he?
In the Feywild. I mean, could you, like, give us a portal there?
Oh, he's in the Feywild.
No.
Oh, no.
I think.
No. Did you say no? You told me he was. Is he in the Feywild or not? Like,
I look back at Floyd because I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Floyd just kind of looks around and. No.
No, he's not in the Feywild.
No, he's we don't know where he is.
You don't know where he. Roll me a deception.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That one. Well,
we are fucking killing it out here.
Well, shit. So why'd you say he was in the Fey? Man,
I was just fucking with you right now.
You're just
look, man. I'm like getting low pressed on some Feyweed, and I was just gonna, you know, if you made a portal, just pop in, grab some Feyweed real quick, and then pop right back out. Then I pull out my bag, like literally almost bare, like seeds and stems. Like, well, I'm over here like smoking shake right now, man.
Wow. You know, that's a good point. I think for all the life I've lived, I don't know that I've tried Feyweed. I'm gonna have to give that a shot. Okay, well, if you don't know where he is, I mean, genuinely, it's look, you guys are you at least as of right now, you guys are really just kind of in the crossfire, right? You're collateral damage. I want the person, or the goat in this case, not to be confused with the acronym greatest of all time, because I don't think that quite sums him up. I want the one who was able to literally just create a tear between the planes. Like, that's power, right? Like, that's good power. And there's one thing to make a portal, right? It's one thing to step between dimensions. It's another one to just create a permanent fucking hole, right? Like that's good. That's good shit. I kind of assumed that you all would be on that level, but I guess not. So
Oh no, he's way above us.
I guess
I'm out of weed, like I said. That's kind of my inspiration, man.
I'm honest. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have bothered you guys. Clearly this dynamic wasn't what I expected. And he starts like he's looking down at the ground. He's not looking at anyone in particular. He's kind of like giving these hand motions, right? This wasn't what I expected. This wasn't the dynamic that I expected. I was wrong about so much. And he kind of puts his hand to his head as he comes to this realization. He's like, "Fuck, I haven't been wrong in a long time." Okay,
Don't even mention it. Also, have I mentioned purple looks really good on you?
Thank you. I fucking love purple. I think it's a rare.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dark purple. I don't like the royal purple, but God, like a good dark purple, I think is fucking, is fantastic. All right, hey, well, I'll tell you what. When the host wakes up and he points at Aurelius, tell him I'm sorry. He looks at Rune, who like is looking at where he used to be, and he's like, "Hey, I'm really sorry, man. That'll wear off. I mean, you've got like, I mean, actually, it should be wearing off right about now." And as he says that, Rune, you are no longer paralyzed.
Wait, has it been a whole minute?
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to like concerning Aurelius isn't dead.
Okay.
Like there's been enough talk that like this a minute would have transpired, right? But no.
Because if I could toss especially if I knew of Finger of Death, I would toss a heal at him so that he doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's
I'll walk
fine.
over and heal him as well.
Yeah, so Aurelius, you've got 7 hit points plus whatever.
Yeah,
Bryn
it's gonna
chucks
be
at
a 2nd level cure wounds.
Okay. Yeah, that's I'm not gonna leave poor Aurelius there to die, but there you go. So you have 19 HP. You're still unconscious for now, but you're sorted.
By the way, Tally, I have to ask myself if I toggle the paralyzed off. I have to click it again after.
you had to click unparalyze, and then you had to confirm the That's funny.
In chat.
It's actually really funny. So yeah, at this point, like, you know, Colgrim says, "Oh yeah, you should be wearing off right about now." And as he says that, Rune, like, you're no longer paralyzed.
And I grow small again.
Right.
Well, not growing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Ungrow.
You ungrow. You reverse grow.
Where is he? Oh, Rune will I try to attack because he didn't get anything during that time.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me an attack roll.
I'm on it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh, there he is, aha!" And you step towards him and you swing your hammer, and he just kind of like same thing you did with Vera, who he just like kind of turns his shoulders to the side and it whiffs right by him. He's like, hey,
Like,
no.
See what I mean? We're not that good. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I guess I'll just have to find God, what was it? Creek? What was it, lake? I made fun of lake.
Stream?
No, stream was what
river.
I said earlier. River. Yes, river. I guess I just need to find river. And he's like, kind of, you can see the wheels turning in his head as he kind of like taps his fingers together. Where do I start? I'm like, well, I suppose I should save my souls first, so I'm gonna do that. And he goes, hey, I am really, really sorry. I did not mean for this to turn out the way that it did.
I'm gonna insight check this motherfucker.
Go for it. He is being genuine.
He's actually sorry.
Like he actually like he looks kind of broken up about it. He's unhappy at the way things have transpired, like right now.
Brenda squints.
He goes, so yeah, hey, I guess good luck. I'm gonna go find the goat boy. I hope you guys aren't too attached to him, because he, like I said, he's kind of the issue. He's definitely going to die. Like he is 100% dying. I can't just have that, around. you understand, right? But hey, hopefully, maybe we'll kind of cross paths again. I think for your sake, we probably shouldn't. But who knows? It's a crazy world out there. If I can make a recommendation, don't fuck with the Feywild for like the next year, 2 years, give or take. Just I kind of avoid it. I think it's really in all of our best interests if you do that. Okay. He kind of smiles again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Can I attack him again?
You could try.
That's better.
All right. That does hit. Yep.
Okay. Let's see, what do I get extra? I will activate the fire rune for sure. Don't forget the DC 13 strength save. And let's see, what was the other one for? Oh, I don't have chat, but that's all right now.
Oh, he fails the strength save.
1d4
Actually,
for the enlarge reduce from good old Floyd. Right. That's all I got.
Okay. And I'm sorry. He succeeds the strength save. So what's the total damage? It's
24.
24. Okay. All right. So you swing your hammer again while he is like, he's clearly distracted. Like he's not even fucking looking in your general direction. You give him a solid slam on the chest. And as you do so, like it takes him a half second to recover, and then he looks back up at you. Please make me a wisdom save.
Sure.
If all the other stuff is worn off, Bless is gone by now.
Yeah.
Because I think that's only a minute.
Okay. You hit him with his hammer. He doubles over for a little bit. You hear some breath escape his lips, and then he looks up at you with the most terrifying gaze that you have ever seen in your life. And you are now frightened for the next minute.
With a 17. Interesting.
Yep. You are now frightened. So you hit him, and now you're scared as fuck, and you start running away from him. Yep.
I'm just like, yeah, sorry about him. He's a little antsy.
He brushes his chest off and kind of regains his composure. Well then, I think that's my my cue to leave. Like I said, just really, I cannot stress this enough. Stay away. Stay away. And if anyone would like to roll an Arcana to see what he is casting, you may do so. But he begins casting a spell, and then he disappears. Floyd, he cast Plane Shift. And he gone.
Fear is wearing off, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just you ran away for just like a little bit, but as soon as he disappears, you're no longer frightened.
At least he's out of the way now.
I let out like a long sigh and I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I didn't know what else to do. He was really, really scary.
I run over to Aurelius. Are you okay?
At this point, I'll say Aurelius, like, you with some jostling and some like sensory input, like you start to come to.
I guess. Fuck. What the fuck was that? Who the fuck?
Just
I don't know
rolled
who
back.
that was, but
There's no come.
that spell he hit you with, that was...
He have fucking finger of death. Fuck. More like finger hit by a fucking wagon. Christ.
Or like a Chaddington chariot.
Like fucking probably the off-brand. I don't know. What did I miss?
He's gonna go after River.
I nearly killed him and he fled.
And he told us to stay out of the Feywild.
Fuck.
They went to
tried
he left and went to a different plane.
Probably to
All
the
way back to
Feywild.
Fey. Yeah.
Oh no.
The one benefit. He doesn't know where River is, right?
I mean, he was able to find us here, so I don't see why he shouldn't be able to find him there.
But he
His-
thought that River was gonna be with us, and he wasn't, so he doesn't know
I'm pretty sure I
entirely.
took care of that.
How? What? What?
Well, I used my extreme wit and cunning words to distract him and make him not think that he was in the Feywild.
My chest hurts way too fucking much. How did you? How? What?
I told you with my quick wit and cunning words.
You know, Floyd, I believe you, but guys, is that what happened? Like, fucking.
It actually kind of is.
I can't remember.
This is gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem.
Gonna be fuck. He killed me. The bastard pointed a finger at me.
Yeah, that spell's big. Takes a lot of magical power to do something like that.
Oh yeah, I know.
Next time you should better prepare yourself and stand up against it, then you will be fine.
That's not how those kinds of spells work, Rune.
Develop
We
an
learned about them.
immunity.
But he
We learned about them at
he
the
looked at me
chapel
and I'm
and-
still here.
because
So
he used a
twice
different
was
spell.
once. But
He used a
what do I
different
care?
spell. It makes a lot of difference. We learned about those types of spells at the chapel, but it's not one that any cleric would ever use or be allowed to use. Like,
It's the anti-flat. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he's not here. Obviously, he didn't finish the fucking job. Like, crack my neck a little bit. Try to stretch.
Does anyone have the heart to tell Aurelius that it was because he just fucking he felt bad?
nah.
Rune doesn't believe so. Rune is very confident that he fled after that one hit.
Yep, that's fair.
So,
Floyd still thinks he's the reason why he left.
damn.
Bryn was more concerned with Aurelius was full health to down in a second, so she didn't 100% catch, I feel like, the whole conversation.
So we
And
all
would be
think
too shy
the
to
reason
nod.
he left.
Yeah, Vero thinks she's the reason he left because she was super nice to him. Fucking Floyd thinks he's the reason he left because he convinced him that they had no idea where River was. Ruin thinks he's the reason he left because he actually got a hit off on him. Bryn just doesn't know. Aurelius
Bryn doesn't know
was
why he left, but at least he's gone.
At least he's gone. Aurelius was unconscious.
Entirely out of character. I hate all of you.
What did I do?
I'm
I
just-
saved your life, motherfucker.
I'm fucking kidding. You know that. This is the most hilarious bullshit.
So you say you have a back problem?
I think we have a lot of problems, Rune.
I mean, I can help you with a back problem. That's all I say.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but fuck.
Come on,
What
get
was
back
he
into the
doing
wagon
out
and lay
here?
down. I will take care of that.
I mean, what was he doing out here in the first place? That's what I want to know. Can I go over and, like, search around the area that he was standing when we showed up and
Yeah,
see
sure.
if there's anything, like, I don't know, material components or just, like, shit on the ground?
All right.
Or
Roll me-
a portal to the Feywild.
Roll me an investigation.
Why can't it be perception? 11.
You see some footprints in the dirt around the road.
Do they look like, gigantosaur dwarf size footprints?
No, it's okay. I will clarify. You see some Colgrim footprints
Okay.
in the dirt.
How far do they go? Is it like a trail?
You see them kind of leading off, down the road where you guys are going. So you see him very faintly because he started out about here, and you see him kind of go off in this direction a little bit, but literally after like 10 feet or so, you no longer see them.
Gotcha.
So for Aurelius, if he is okay with it, Rune would give him a back massage in the wagon.
Ooh. Ooh la la.
I mean, fucking anything sounds better than dying right now. So
Back rubbins.
A dwarven massage. You can imagine it like the Russian guy in a movie going a little bit too hard at him, but, well, that's how it is.
Sexy.
All right, what are we doing?
Brynol, go back to the group. I couldn't find anything. I don't know why he was here.
Well, the road bump is away. We can go now.
Yeah, really, I think we need to skedaddle.
All right, everyone back in the wagon? Question mark?
Yeah. As we get up back on the cart, I want to ask the group. We're not gonna do what he says, though, right? We're still gonna try to go and find River.
Obviously, that's the only way to get Colgrim back to us. Apparently, he's looking for River, so that's the only way to kill him.
I don't think we can kill him at this point, Rune.
What do you mean? He was nearly dead.
He had more magical power than Aurelius and I have combined, and Floyd, for
Yeah.
that matter. That's
And
not something that we can just hit our way out of. I don't even think. I mean, Helm could protect us for some of that, but not through me. That's more than I
the
could
next
do
time
for
we
sure.
see that bastard, we may be meeting Helm. fucking in person.
And not in the good way.
No, he's gonna send us there fucking individually.
I tell you how it is. That bastard has to die. He was
don't-
standing in our way.
But we can't do it this week. Or
No.
anytime soon. That's...
I mean, we have to find him first, that's for sure.
No, Rune, you don't understand. Even if we found him tomorrow, there's no way we can take him right now.
Fate already decided. His destiny is just waiting for him.
Well, it's gonna have to wait a while. We're gonna have to get a lot stronger before we can even think about going up against him again.
We will
That-
see when he meets his doom.
We need to get some strong allies. We need to get some. We need.
All we need is to get River back now. Why are we still here?
You're right. We need to get. We need to get River back.
Yeah. Let's go on then. And down we
Anybody
go.
volunteering for the ride?
All right. Everyone humps on the wagon. Aurelius, are you feeling okay to drive? Or are you gonna leave it to someone else?
I mean, I think he's gonna try.
All right.
Brand will sit up with him and help and try to offer assistance however she can.
Fair enough. All right. Yep, we all hop back in the wagon. You carry on down the path. Dun, 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 dun. Give me 1 second, please.
Rune takes a short rest.
Yes, I mean you guys will have enough time at this point. If anyone wants to take a short rest, that will be doable. You can spend hit dice to replenish some HP, or if you have any abilities that replenish on a short rest, that is absolutely open to you at this time.
I will do so.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, where the fuck is it? So yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up here in a little bit, only because it's kind of good anyway. But we need to hit a couple of things first. So, as you guys carry on down the forest, it's a fairly uneventful ride. At this point, I'm sure that is probably kind of somber attitude, which is not what the music would express.
Indicate.
Here, this one. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And the forest gets super dense. Like to the point where the trees start encroaching on the road. It's still passable, but it starts to get a little bit tight as the road goes on. You guys are carrying through on, it's really the only road. You're still heading westerly. And right about the time that the sun starts to set, everyone who would be paying attention outside, anyone could notice you start to see kind of carved into the trees, some very simply, some very intricately and elegantly, but carved into the trees, the branches, into the trunks, sometimes on signage next to the road, you start to see the kind of the symbols of a deity or of a faith. I will allow religion checks to.
Theoretically, I should be good at those.
You should theoretically be good at those.
16.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. I want to. Hold on. Is that you? Are you? Is this what I'm looking for? Finally, hold on. Sorry, I'm spending this entire fucking time trying to find something, and I'm not able to find it.
It's behind you.
It's behind me. Fuck, dude. How did you
Been
know?
there the whole time.
That's not. Bruh. That's fine. All right. So Bryn, yes, you're with your religion check. You don't know much about it, but you do recognize the symbolism of the goddess Mithra.
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 Do I know if Mithra is one that's friendly with Helm?
That is a good question. So you don't recognize it as being one who is friendly with Helm necessarily. With your 16, I will say that you recall reading that basically that the Mithras are a cult, technically a cult. It's like they don't behave in a culty fashion most of the time, but basically what they do is the Mithras like to subvert the holy sites of other deities. So they kind of they walk around, and in open they worship whomever. But upon any kind of holy site that's dedicated to a deity or another, the Mithras, the followers of Mithra, they have a habit of like building secret temples to Mithra directly underneath whatever existing temples to other deities. There have been a couple that have been spotted, only like 2 or 3. They generally tend to keep themselves pretty well hidden. But what you definitely do know is that it is not common to just see open symbolism surrounding Mithra, just like out and around.
Yeah.
Like it generally, it's a very private following.
Do I see any other indications of like this is a holy area that they're trying to take over? Like any other religious symbolism?
No, it's you're just in the middle of the goddamn forest. You just fucking, there ain't nothing around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is strange. Aurelius?
Yeah.
Something's off here. Those symbols over there, those shouldn't be there.
Shouldn't be there. Just like,
Those are for Mithra, who's another deity, kind of, but she, like, all of the followers of Mithra, they're private. They're personal. They don't openly worship like this. Like, they wouldn't be marking places so openly like this.
so, I mean, seems like somebody wants someone to notice in that case, then. Someone who's knowledgeable enough.
But why? Their whole thing is not being found out. And it's only ever happened a couple times that they've ever been discovered taking over or trying to take over a place.
Maybe they're either so brazen that they have gained enough power that they don't care, or they're trying to get someone to find them. Right? I mean, if you, I mean, symbols of helm, I don't believe are necessarily always readily displayed. I mean, if you saw one marked in a tree,
It would make sense. I mean,
right?
Helm leaves signs everywhere of places that he's protected, and people that he's protected want to, spread the knowledge of the fact that he can help and keep people safe. But for a goddess that works so highly in secrecy, this shouldn't be here.
Unless they want, I mean, are we supposed to see it?
I mean, after pointing it out, like you guys are writing, and it's not quite so prevalent as to be like carved into every tree, right? But it's not hidden. And once Bryn mentions it, Aurelius, you're looking around and you're like, oh no, I see that. Yeah, I see that. Yep, there's that.
I mean, I know there are other languages, markings, ciphers, communications that exist, and I mean,
But I don't think they'd use the same symbology over and over if it wasn't supposed to indicate a specific, religious following or purpose. If they were gonna, if this was just some, random cipher or language or something, then everything wouldn't be pointing to one known deity,
Yeah. I mean, like I said, though, I mean, if it's an organization, or if it's a religion, or if it's people that are so secretive, what do they gain by not being secretive? They gain attention. And sitting here, they've got ours,
Do I know if Mithra is like a good or evil domain of any kind?
Nah, she's
or neutral.
She's pretty neutral. Her domains are basically that of just it's not triggering, but really the whole purpose around Mithra is literally it's anarchy, right? But not like riots and pillaging. It's like, we'll call it entropy. Well, the original like Greco-Roman chaos type of thing, right? Like that's her. There are some who believe and who claim that she is the original, right? Like she is the first of the gods and goddesses. There's no actual,
there's lots of deities lots of worshippers that claim that about their deity.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's hard to really kind of pick up on any of that, but no, very, very much just your classical entropy chaos. Like that's her. There's no good or evil. It's just natural order.
Okay. I don't know if we should give them the attention then.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you. the last person we gave attention to fucking killed me, so not exactly feeling super sociable right now. So, do we want to keep continuing on to Skotos, or do we want to? I mean, these are pointing to something. Curiosity, it's there.
Is there like a general direction that like we're on one path and these are going and creating a new path, or is it just like on the path we are in? we
No,
keep
they're
seeing-
they're just like the one road. Like I said, it's kind of gotten not treacherous, but it's gotten a little more cramped. Right, the trees and the brush have kind of been closing in. The forest is super dense. So the road is getting smaller, but it is still just the one road, and you are seeing the symbolism kind of as you continue down the same path.
Well, we have to go this way anyway, but maybe keep an eye out. We may have to avoid or assist if it comes up.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from anybody, or are we just continuing to the city?
The last answer.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Cool.
Bryn's just gonna say some prayers.
Yep, that's fair.
Make sure Helm is with her.
All right. So at this point, like evening is starting to set in. The sun is beginning to set. You don't see anything through the forest as you continue on. But as the sun sets, you all start to hear from off in the distance the sound of just raging waterfalls. It starts out nice and quiet, kind of like a, do I hear anything? But then by the time the sun goes down, there is water crashing somewhere in the general vicinity. You're not entirely sure where. It sounds like it's coming from up ahead, but really, like, it's kind of surrounding you. You hear it, it's echoing through the entire forest. And slowly the trees, the natural growth of the trees starts to give way to something that's a little more structured. Aurelius and Floyd, you will immediately recognize the trees in this area as being like sung into shape, sung into form. Technique more common in the Feywild, but it's really just kind of an elven thing to begin, or in general. And you break through this one last little thicket of trees, and you look up, and what you effectively see is a city that is built entirely among the treetops. But it's not on the treetops, it is the treetops. And everyone, these are massive trees. Think like fucking California redwood type of shit. And as the trees grow up into the sky, they grow up into the waterfall. You see all of these various paths twisting around and crashing in between the nooks and the crannies, as the trees themselves grow into the very buildings that you're seeing way up at the top. And let me have everyone roll me perception checks. Okay. Floyd, Bryn, and Aurelius, as you guys kind of break past the dense forest and you're looking up at everything, you hear a very familiar voice kind of echo from what seems to be up in the sky, and all you hear is fuck. Is that River? And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Yo.
Fuck.
Yeah. You hear you think you hear River, his voice echoing with the waterfall.
Jesus Christ. Thanks, game. Thanks, game.
19 last. Oh my god, I love it.
Oh my
shit, we got
god.
rollies.
Rollies.
Oh my, we do. We got Bryn and Aurelius rollies, dude. Nat 20s, the both of you. Vero, if you're still here and you want to participate in Roses and Thorns, now's your chance.
Doesn't look like it.
Bryn's going first. Yeah, that's okay. I know she was studying and whatnot, so that is a-okay. We'll start with Bryn. Bryntheal?
Fuck, I was muted. God damn it. Rose. Fucking Floyd's fucking blasphemy song. Singing such blasphemy in the tavern at the center of the Chapel of Goddamn Allegiance. I hate you, but I like Jelly loved it. Bryn hates you a little bit. Jelly loved it. Thorn. How the fuck are we level 4 party trying to fight somebody with fucking 7th level spells? Can we not?
I have good news on that front. You guys will level up at this point.
Yo.
Yay!
You guys
That's
do.
exciting.
Now we are ready for him.
Now you're
No,
ready.
no,
now,
we are not.
Now you can fight Colgrim Kane.
Do I get?
Easy.
Do I get a third? If we get a third, if I get 3rd level spell slots and I get sending, I might consider it. But
I don't remember.
I don't think I get them yet. I think it's level 6.
I think I feel like it's level 6.
Cleric
be
spell
wrong.
table. Level 5. Where's my fucking spell table? There it is. Level 5. I get 2 3rd level spells.
Oh, you do? Hey,
Oh.
nice.
Yay.
We're gonna be able to talk to each other, you guys.
Now that just in time to find River, you can now
Yep.
you can now talk to him at will.
I've been working really hard on trying to figure out how to talk to him. It's fine.
We did it.
Yeah. No, I don't really have a thorn overall, TBH, but good sesh, guys.
Aurelius.
Shit. Really, I don't need. Man, there's so many roses I could give. Shit. I'm gonna give a rose. I'm gonna give a DM rose.
Aww.
Bro, Colgrim's dope. Like,
Hot as
Like-
fuck.
hot, you know, like fucking an asshole, but really menacing, and I'm into it. Like, cool shit.
Thank you.
It's gonna be even better to beat the piss out of him when we hit level fucking not 5.
When you hit level 5, baby.
When I have more than 30 hit points, let's call it that.
Dude,
And I just assumed you wanted to be in the evil party. Just to be closer to Colgrim Kane.
dude, it's funny. So Dark found out about this purely by accident because he tuned into the cock one day. He was just gonna lurk and he tuned in like right as the evil party was talking to him. But literally, the evil party have been talking to this dude since day one. Like the first session, Colgrim was just like, "Hey, what up?"
I did
It's
know
a
that.
fi-
I still
it's a
don't like
fight.
him.
Oh, I love it so much. Floyd.
I don't think I gave a thorn, but my thorn is that I died in one hit. But yeah.
Seventh
yeah,
level
sorry,
necromancy,
you're right.
man, you were gonna die.
You're right. You did get instud.
Did you roll the damage die on it?
No, because if I rolled the damage die on it, it probably would have actually just instantly killed Aurelia. So
It actually, I think, would have, because the modifier on a failed save is plus 30, which is already over his max HP. So you had to roll 24 or 20. You had to roll 18 on 78 to insta death him.
I would have died.
Right.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
He would have insta killed me for sure with that crit.
No, because it's not a. It's
It
a
wasn't
con
even
save.
a
It's not a
crit.
melee attack. It's not a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, you don't crit on those.
All right, Floyd.
Thorn. We didn't have a dark with us today.
True.
True.
First rose goes to level 5.
Clap.
Second rose goes to fuck, I just forgot. I had a second rose, but I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what it was. A great session.
Feyweed.
Feyweed, yeah.
I'm
No,
not.
it was a great session.
I'm not gonna lie. I fully expected Floyd to try to convince Colgrim to just like give them a portal into the Feywild.
I was happy.
Well, that's what he started. That's how I was playing it. He started to do that, and that's when he gave up the information. Then he was like, "Oh, no."
JK, I was just joshing you, bruv. Rude.
So my rose goes to Aurelius for the RP over reading his books. I really, really enjoyed that part. You did well there. My son goes also to you. Why did you fail that saving throw and go down in one hit? I mean,
I would have gone down in one hit even if I passed the saving throw.
That's true. With a successful save, Tally would have had to roll, what would that be? 9 plus 15, 24 on 78
so
to still kill him.
my real thorn goes to my constitution saves. It was great to see every constitution save being a 2 or a 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My I remember my second rose now. So the scene that was playing out in my mind as we were all talking to Colgrim and Rune is just still sitting here whacking away on him. The scene in my mind's eye was fucking hilarious. I enjoyed that scene.
I had to. Fate decided. He's dead, so I have to try.
Y'all are just talking, he's talking back, and it's just like whiff, whiff, whiff. Until one connects. Alright, Rune, did you have anything else?
The damage was nice, and no, I'm
It
done.
was good damage, dude. Legitimately, like, the damage that you rolled was actually that was good.
And it was just a start. Just imagine level 5 with the extra attack. And
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you chunked him, dude. When you finally hit him, you got a nice big old chunk of his health. That's why you got all
Had to use
pissed.
I was sad that he didn't give me another finger of death just to get me incapacitated too.
Bro, if he could cast that more than once a day, he might have.
Oh no, I'm sad. You should have. you should have done it just for funsies.
If the stats I have for him as it stands right now allowed him to cast it more than one time per day, he definitely would have.
Jesus.
He was nearly dead. I see.
Oh, anything else?
Not from me.
All right. Hey, Pound Cake, any chance that you're here? Can I give you another chance? Okay. That's fine. DM Thorn, we don't have a river. It kind of worked out because of the situation that you all put him in, slash, I mean, including himself, right? Like, the party overall put River in a very awkward situation, so the fact that Dark couldn't make it tonight actually works out. But it was still unfortunate that he couldn't be here. Secondary rose gives to the fact that Pound Cake has finals, because that's cringe and gross.
Rose or thorn?
Did I say rose?
You said rose.
Yes.
Secondary thorn. This is the Cinta thing all over again.
It is.
I mean thorn and I say rose, and I don't know why. Secondary thorn goes to the fact that Pound Cake has finals. DM Rose goes to the fact that literally this giant, clearly very powerful motherfucker appears in the road in front of you, and you're all just like, yeah, we can take.
Bryn was not. Bryn hid behind a fucking tree. Can we just talk about that? Bryn tossed out a bless and went, let's stand behind this tree.
I tried to appeal to his like arrogance and be like, no, you want to keep us alive, right?
Oh, well, thank you guys.
With Pound Cake's tarot card earlier, I felt like I had to be a little bit cocky, so...
Dude,
yeah.
Okay, yes, fucking...
Rose
that
to
is
her
like
tarot cards, though.
that is like the biggest meme in the fucking world. Is the fact that Pound Cake drew IRL tarot cards for everyone, and they were like
spot on.
They're so good.
Yep. I really liked Bryn's, the historian of protection or whatever.
History, protection, and authority, dude.
Yep.
The fact that like the Two of Swords has fallen twice for Aurelius is insane.
That's actually really, really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's actually fucking, that's a huge DM Rose, is the IRL tarot cards. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. Tonight's session was short. You know, down 1 into 2 players, and then just kind of how the timing worked out. Since River isn't with the party right now, I need a way to make sure that Dark can play with us again next session. so yeah.
Okay, we found him. It's fine.
His body.
I literally. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it all. Next session, unless there are any problems, will be 2 weeks from today, March the 5th, same time, 4 o'clock Eastern.
Should be good for me.
Thank you for the session, Tally.
Thank you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much.
I love you guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
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 Yep.
Chat. Thanks for hanging out, dog. I appreciate it. Short session, but good session. I would like to thank a handful of people. Hold the fuck up. Pound Cake, 19 months of Subaruni. Fuzzy Mac for 80 biddies. Grolex for 16 months of Depram Subin. And the sum of all nicks for the follow. Take every Nicholas ever and add them together. It's kind of hot. Hey, if you're new here and you want more !D&D for all the deets about D&D campaigns, I myself personally DM 2 campaigns on this channel. This is one of them, Bless Avarine's Lasting Light. The second one is the Call of Colgrim Kane, and if you notice that from our session today, that is in fact the same Colgrim Kane that popped up and appeared in front of this party. They are 2 different parties, 2 different campaigns, and they're in the same world. They all affect each other directly, indirectly. Everything is happening at the same time, back and forth. I'm excited. I love it. He said, thanks for the follow and followed up with a permanent ban for somebody else. Yes, because I permanently banned a bot. Fucking cringe lord. So hey, thanks for tuning in. Yep. Call of Colgrim Kane, 1 week from today. Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern, alternating. Call of Colgrim Kane, Bless Avarine's Lasting Light. And then I play in another D&D campaign on Friday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern called The Rouse of Darkness. DM'd by Dabrin himself, who plays Floyd Pink in this particular campaign. You're having a session on that this coming Friday. I appreciate each and every